things you'll see, from comic books to toys and more, and all cartoons that we adore. Pop culture flicks and geeky stuff, we love it all and can't get enough. So settle in and enjoy the show. Please hit like and subscribe before you go.
How's it on YouTube? Peter here, your ginger Geordie geek. Welcome back to another episode of Panel Breakers, and we have got all kinds of news to talk to you about tonight. We've got movie news, comic news. We're going to look at the comics for this week. We've got a bit of a quiz for you, and we're going to be looking at do you remember last week, guys? I said that the year we'd looked at was one of the best years ever. I think maybe we've even topped it this year. 87. It's just class. But anyway, we'll get to that. We've got, as ever, some of my bestest pals on you of the tube. We've got James T of the Keegan. How are you, sir?
Ayo, I'm very well. Good to be here.
That was an interesting AO there. It wasn't. It was.
Yep. It's the mustache.
Yep.
You know, I'm reinventing myself. I think.
Yes, it's a diction, doesn't it? I see that. Yeah.
I just thought with that mustache, it'd rather be like, ayo,
Ayo.
Yeah. Hit the meat, yeah. Anyway, yeah, nice to see you, James. Nice to see you. And we have got from all the way over the sea, Efren. How are you, Efren?
I usually try to shave right before your show, but I got lazy, so I'm letting my gray beard, grow for a couple of days, see how it looks. See if I look more distinguished.
You look always distinguished, Efren. Always distinguished. You're looking good, mate. You're looking good. And we have got the one and only Super Sorrel. How are you?
hello, you all right?
Not bad, mate. Not bad. Been busy?
Yeah, just got back from toy hunting. I'm literally uploading the video now as we're talking.
Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. So lots of good toy content over on Sorrel's channel. Go check that out. Let's see who we've got in the chat tonight. We've got C4 Darkman, who has renewed his membership. Thank you so much for that, bud. Really do appreciate it. Memberships are doing really well, so thank you so much to everybody that has supported. We've got Anton. Good to see you, Anton. Hope you're doing well. We've got Terry, Dead Man. Terry's put out a cracking little video tonight, guys. I really do recommend you go check it out. It's a bit of it pulled on my old heartstrings, I have to say, Terry. So please don't go check it out. Terry, as you know, has been doing the YouTube malarkey for a little while. And I think you'll not mind us saying that he's started to wobble slightly with it. But also, he's asked the question. Terry's a run collector. So, Sorrel, what we mean by that is if he buys, say, Fantastic Four, he wants Fantastic Four issue 1 all the way through, which is an obscene way to collect because, I mean, these comics, it's mental. You've got to have a lot of space and a lot of money. But the question he's asked was, is it an illness needing to buy all these comics, particularly when you're not reading them? And when does enough become enough? When do you have to kind of cut the throat? So what do you guys think? I mean, my response to Terry was, I don't think it's an illness, but I do think it's a compulsion. I guess I'll come to you first, Efren, because you've been collecting probably about 50, 60 years longer than most of us. What is it for you? Is it a compulsion? Do you just feel you've got to buy the things or what?
I stopped collecting there was a period where I stopped collecting like about 2 years comic books. So I went back to get for the majority of the books that I missed those 2 years. I went back to try to get those issues as much as possible. But nowadays, I wouldn't do it. There's too many books. If it was a new comic book, a couple years old, then yes. If it was an older Silver Age book, there's no way. I just couldn't do it.
It's just too much, isn't it? What about the rest of you guys, James?
Well, like I understand wanting to have a complete collection, where you're building towards something, but like I go through like phases of liking things. So I'll if I get a figure or something, then a month after I'm like, I don't even want this anymore, so that happens. So like I don't look at it as I need to complete something or I need anything anymore. It's like an opportunity. Oh, that's a cool thing, I'll get that.
More flexible with it.
I'm the same. I'm very much the same. I go through, as you know, my channel started out as a Star Wars channel, then it became a Funko channel for a while, then I've done a bit of everything in between. So I kind of like flitter around. I can't stay at one thing for too long. Like at the moment, I'm basically doing horror. It's one of my main loves in my life, but I'm sure it'll change again at some point. Something new will come along that'll make me go, ooh, sparkly new thing. You know what I mean?
I'm similar in many ways. I know I've been doing YouTube for a couple of years now, but my tastes change. So, and I'm quite flexible with that. I mean, imagine, Sorrel, if you were a run collector, imagine how many ring binders you'd have to buy. Do you know what I mean? It'd be a nightmare, wouldn't it? Interesting question, guys, but please do check out Terry's video because it's a real good one. It is a real worth watch. We've got Andrew. Nice to see you, Andrew. I hope you're doing well, Chief. We've got Stephen. Always good to see you, Stephen. Nice to see you, my friend. And Joshy Boy Toys. Joshy's cracking content at the moment, guys. Please go check out him, particularly if you like your action figures and toys. He's got some great stuff on there. We've got Sean. Nice to see you, Sean. Evening, peeps. And the man, the myth, the legend, Chris Bell. Oi, oi. Good to see you, pal. MJ Comics. You can tell I've not done a lot of stuff at work today because I've been watching YouTube most of my day. James has got a great new video out as well. So check this out. He's moved house recently into a stunning house, really nice house. But he's done a bit of a room tour. First time he's done a room tour of his new setup. Really worth checking out. He's got some lovely, lovely stuff on display there. Andrew, just been told 7 boxes of a crowdfunded board game are about to be shipped right as I go on holiday. Typical. Wow. I bought it. Do you remember, guys? I think I showed it off in here. I got a little bit obsessive. Even though I've just said it, I'm not a completionist. There was a Masters of the Universe crowdfunded board game a little while ago, Fields of Eternia or something it's called. And I got a little bit obsessive with that, and I bought all of the boxes, and they just sat waiting to be painted or done something with. So yeah, I feel your pain, Andrew. It's a bit of a nightmare when it all turns up at once. Given up watching England play Serbia for this, I love my England football, but it wasn't a hot choice. Good man, Stephen. You know it makes sense. If it's not the most dapper dandy on YouTube, James T, I'm moist already. The task James, the task. Not Chris, certainly. Yeah. I'm giving very well. Alien Earth is very good. Last episode. Yeah. We're going to talk about that in a little bit, Anton. It was phenomenal. You guys all up to speed with it?
Yes.
Yeah. Sorrel, you managed to watch it yet?
Yeah. I'm up to date.
We'll chat about it in a bit. Andrew, please don't ask my missus that question. Yeah. We've got Shelley. Nice to see you, Shelley. I hope you're doing well. I'm a run collector too, trying to pick which runs is an art form. I've been collecting model spaceships since I was 4, though. So comics has nothing on that. But you'll have to send us some pictures, Andrew. Send us some pictures if you don't mind, Andrew, of your model spaceship collection, because no, certainly me and Efren like space themed stuff. And if you don't mind, we'll stick it on next week's show and have a little look-see. That goes for anybody, actually. If anybody wants to share pictures of their collection, we'll happily talk about them on the show one night. That would be quite good fun, just seeing what other people collect.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah.
Excuse me. No problem at all, bud. No problem at all, James. Right, guys, we've got tons to get through tonight. Oh, Efren.
If I had to get a collection right now, and I missed the boat on this series when it was first out, I don't know how I missed it, but I've been reading Invincible.
Yes.
If I could start a collection it only went up to over 100 issues, I think. If I could do one right now,
yeah, I
would do Invincible. I have really been enjoying that book. I don't know how I missed it the first time around.
Yeah, see, I've read Invincible back in the day, and I've got the omnibuses, and I've got the nice, the fanciest version of the hardbacks that they've got. But you're right. If I was ever to do a collection again, I've always thought I might go for a Journey into Mystery 83 to 100.
Yeah.
But you're talking big money. Or I would go back to get Invincible. But Invincible now, the money you're looking at that is
that's crazy. Yeah, I completely missed out on that book.
Yeah. Andrew, I'll try. They're everywhere. I love Star Trek. Me and Efren are big Trekkies. In fact, we're going to talk about Star Trek in the review section. I think prompted by you, Andrew, maybe. But yeah. Sold my signed copy of Invincible. That was after a show we all did, James. Yeah, I regret that now. It was signed by Rob Kirkman? Yeah, it was signed by Rob Kirkman. Anyway, guys, let's crack on. We've got loads to talk about. Bit of news, and we're going to start off with you, Mr. Keegan, slipping a bit of kind of game of news into the start of the show. What's this?
Yeah, so this has been rumored for a long time, but it's finally been confirmed. So Sophie Turner is playing Lara Croft in the Tomb Raider series at Amazon. I think it's Amazon Prime. Next year, it's starting filming. Curious what you think about that casting. It's not one I would have thought of, and I've not seen her. Like, I like her. I don't like her character in Game of Thrones, but I think her performance is good. And then I just didn't like her in X-Men, really, as Jean Grey at all. So, like, I feel like she could win me over in this. Like, this will be the role that she, like, really steps up in, you know?
Yeah, well, I'll come to you guys first. Sorrel, what do you think?
I'm not the biggest fan of this news, to be fair. I don't think she looks like Lara Croft at all. I don't think
So
she
he's-
can. I don't think I don't know. Lara Croft
see,
to me
that's-
always had that sultry voice, and that's how I remember from the original games. She was like really sassy and.
You see, that's interesting you're saying that, because I didn't want to necessarily say that straight off the bat, but I think you're absolutely right. When I think of Lara Croft, I still think of the original game, and I still think of what do you call it?
Alicia Vikander.
No,
Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie. Oh, Angelina.
Stuck in the past, Pete. She's been reinvented, man.
fair,
She's a survivalist now, you know?
To be fair, though, Angelina Jolie was a very well-casted version of Lara Croft, because she encapsulated what Lara Croft was when we remember her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She was the sassy, wisecracking version of Lara, whereas nowadays she'd have moved on to a more realistic, grounded Lara.
What about you, Efren? Are you interested in? Are you familiar with the Tomb Raider franchise?
I'm familiar with it, but I don't care. You know, I'm not gonna go see it. I'll wait till it comes out on TV.
It's a streaming series.
Oh, it is streaming.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
Amazon.
then.
So I would imagine that it's Phoebe Waller-Bridge, I think, is writing it. So it's got a good like pedigree of people behind it. So I'm confident this could be, you know, Fallout level popular at the time it comes out. You know, it's popular character. I like the last movie. I'm sort of a bit like, Alicia Vikander, you know, would have been good to continue with her. But you know, I'm happy to see how Sophie Turner does.
I think her co-star in Game of Thrones, Maelys, her sister, she looks more like a Laura Croft type character, if you ask me.
Maisie Williams.
Maisie, yeah.
Ariana Grande. Arya from in Game of Thrones. Yeah. I don't know.
Chris is saying, not my Lara. Angelina was perfect casting from a look perspective. Absolutely agree, Chris. Terry's just saying, Red Shirts 2, Stranger in the Worlds, new miniseries number 1, and Voyager 1 were all excellent. I've wanted to read that Red Shirt, but I haven't caught up with it yet. So yeah, bit of interesting news. Nice that they're keeping the franchise alive, I guess. Sorrel, you asked us to pop this one about The Conjuring. Tell us a little bit about this.
Yeah, so The Conjuring in its opening weekend has beaten Weapons, and it's beaten everything. It's the most watched movie basically of the last week, and it's set to be the biggest opening of the week, the biggest opening of the month. It's beaten everything.
It's biggest opening weekend for a horror movie ever. Beating It, which had an insane box office run.
Mental, isn't it?
Yeah. You know, when you think this series is floundering, it's more popular than ever, which is crazy. You know, so they say this is the last one undoubted. We just got news today, like an hour ago, about the HBO series. Is like
I was gonna say they've also announced another movie as well, haven't they? Now, have you heard about that?
No, I didn't see that. Was that just now? Is it? All right.
Yes,
okay,
basically, they've already announced that they're going to make a prequel series. In the new movie, have you guys seen it yet?
I saw it.
I haven't. I haven't.
Okay, so it's not a spoiler, Pete, but in the first opening part of the movie, they use 2 younger actors to portray the Warrens.
Yeah,
and a lot of people
with a guy who looks exactly like Patrick Wilson. Like it's shockingly like Patrick Wilson how much he looks.
They're very good.
I thought it was weird though, because it would only be like 6 years before the first movie. So I'm like, I don't know why you would have younger actors for that. Why didn't they just de-age them a little bit or something? You know, makeup.
But it could be good. I mean, if them 2 young actors are used in the television series and make another Annabelle movie or something, or it could be fun just to keep the franchise alive. I don't necessarily want to see it die. To be fair, I like The Conjuring, so and Universal aren't going to let this die, have it? It's Annabelle and the Nun. They're going to keep that cash cow alive.
I mean, after our show the other day, I've gone back and I've watched. I'd already watched The Conjuring. I've gone back and watched Conjuring 2. Brilliant. Brilliant. Efren, you couldn't cope. No, you couldn't. I mean, because it's the kind of horror I think that probably disturbs you in the same way it disturbs me, Efren. It's not just a guy slashing stuff. It's like spirits in the corner of the black room and things like that. And, it's like proper.
I will say the new one I went to see yesterday, and I literally screamed "Jesus Christ" in the middle of the screen at one jump scare that just got me so badly. So I quite enjoyed it. I thought it's not like on the level of the first 2 movies, but I don't think it was bad by any stretch.
Fuzzy, clock's gone back. Don't think so. Usual time, Fuzzy, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock.
Oh, so sometimes on YouTube it tells you the wrong time. I've had that where I've had to double check the starting times.
Strange. Sean, I must be the only person on the planet who has watched a Conjuring movie. It's worth. Sean, I think it's worth giving the first one a go, mate. The first one in particular is really, really good. Lots of people saying they haven't watched it. I think it took so much because there's bugger all worth seeing at the moment. Possibly. James,
Could be that.
you've asked me to stick on this thing about Beast Boy's voice actor.
Yeah, this has come out over the last few days. So Greg Sipes, who has played Beast Boy since the 2000s Teen Titans show, so he's in that, Teen Titans Go, various different animated movies and stuff like that. So he came out earlier in the year and kind of revealed he's been diagnosed with Parkinson's, and he was fired the next day from Beast Boy. They've been replaced him. Apparently now he's in Teen Titans Go as a different character. But I understand that, like, if it's going to end up affecting his performance, but I feel like you could have just let him do it until that gets to that point rather than doing it right away, you know. And he's just like, when I think of Beast Boy, that's the voice I have in my head. So I think it's a real shame.
They can't possibly have fired him and quoted that it's because he's got Parkinson's.
I don't know if they said,
Sure.
they might have said creative differences or something like that, but he said it was he came out, tweeted it was the day after
And that sounds like a lawsuit waiting to happen,
doesn't it?
surely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay,
shame.
interesting. Sean's saying nothing's made me jump scare as much as the car seat. Oh yeah. The car seat in Haunted Hill House.
Still not watched that.
Oh, it's real good.
Yeah.
Two great shows to watch if you haven't seen them. There's that's the Haunted Hill House, but also
Usher.
House of Usher. The Fall of the House of Usher is just phenomenal. You've seen that one, Sorrel?
Amazing.
Yeah, just superb. Efren, I think you would even like that one, mate. It's got Luke Skywalker in it as well. It's really worth watching. The Fall of the House of Usher on Netflix. Phil, nice to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well. Let us know, Phil, if you got I'm presuming, I might be wrong, but I'm presuming, are you getting the Hugh Jackman Wolverine? Still waiting on mine coming through. Just wondering what it's like in hand. Let us know if you've picked one up, mate. Now, this is very much just rumor and noise, but it's been reported in 3 or 4 different places that Doom is going to have a massive team in the next movie, including Maestro, Null, Mephisto, King Thanos, the Maker, Captain Hydra, and an evil Black Widow. I'm calling bullshit on that.
Yeah,
that seems, I'm no doubt they're going to have Captain Hydra, I think, without doubt. I suppose an evil Black Widow is a good way of getting what's called back.
Yeah.
But that the list of bad guys there are like top tier bad guys. You're not going to waste them in bit parts, surely. You're not going to waste Mephisto and, you know, I suppose we've already seen him, but you got the Maker, Captain. It just feels a bit crazy.
I can imagine a Captain Hydra and an evil Black Widow like appearing just to get the two original actors back in a cameo. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I could see them doing that, but the rest of them. I mean, Mephisto is in the MCU now. They could bring Sacha Baron Cohen for a quick cameo along with Lady Death, maybe. I mean, I guess I would love to see Deadpool and Lady Death on the big screen together.
Yeah, that would be cool.
With Thanos.
But I guess if we're going to use these, it's got to be just bit parts because you kind of. There's too many. The other interesting thing, though, and again, I'll come to you next, Efren, is we've had some images of Chris Evans over the internet this weekend, and he's buffed beyond belief. What do you think, Efren?
This team is too powerful. I mean, King Thanos by himself, just like damn, and Maestro. I just think they're too powerful. You know, I don't know if they'd be able to, like you said, do each character justice either. You know, so I call bull like you also. I think it's too big of a team. You know,
James, thoughts?
I'm sure you'll have some kind of villain team in it. And probably evil versions from different, like there'd be all sorts of multiverse stuff. But yeah, I mean, Maestro, I wouldn't be that surprised because it's just Hulk, isn't it? And you can just have Mark Ruffalo do it. No, not a hope. Like we're not getting Sony, God forbid, probably has plans for that. It's somewhere. Yeah. Thanos again wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, I don't know. That combination of characters seems sort of weird to me, but I think like elements of that could be true. Like we probably will get a villain team or something like that in it.
Yeah. Past panel breaker shows were 9:00. The last one was 8.
That's been 8. I think it's pretty sure it's been 8 since we started this one, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't like to question the Dunlop, but yeah, it's been 8 since the start. Maybe there's a time difference in Scotland, Fuzzy. I don't know. Fuzzy, have you been hitting the Iron Brew too much tonight, Fuzzy? Is that what's going on? So yeah, interesting stuff, guys. I wanted to mention this briefly. So we've talked briefly before about DC's new crossover event called KO. Fuzzy's proper kicking off tonight. I just looked at your thumbnails. The thumbnails don't have a time on them, mate. I don't. My panel breakers show doesn't have any time on it. I'm not getting into a fight with Fuzzy.
He's not going to let it go. Though.
Yeah, you'll not be my sheriff anymore. So this is Keo. But okay, I'll play along. So they've now announced the kind of the initial bout of fights. So all of those, you'll see them linked, are the first fights, and then lead on to whatever. Superman versus Giganta. That's a weird pairing. Yeah. What do you think of some of these? Any of these jump out at you being good?
I mean, come on, Superman would beat everybody there.
Well,
it's game over. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they should have done it Marvel versus DC at the end or something. But Superman beats everybody. This is like,
there's only a couple there that would even stand a chance against any of them. Half of them, it's like they've been put together because they can make them easily take down the other. Yeah. So like, there's no way Giganta's losing to Superman. Sorry, there's no way Superman's going to lose to Giganta. He's winning that one.
It's a very random assignment of characters, I think.
It's like Aquaman and King Shark and Demon and Supergirl are probably the only two that I'm like, ooh, who might win?
I was going Etrigan and Supergirl jumped out to me. Like that could be interesting. I think Batman and Star Sapphire could be interesting as well.
I think Supergirl should be on the other side.
Yeah. Well, Wonder Woman versus Starro is a really random character mix, I think.
It's she can win.
Well, yeah.
It'll make a kick his ass.
So these are going to be like one issue per fight or something?
No, I don't think so. Efren. I think it's going to be a bit like, do you remember when Marvel did the Marvel versus DC? And you got like a couple of panels for some of the battles. I think. I'm not sure.
Do you know if people are going to be able to vote on it too, or is it just going to be strictly on a comic book?
I don't think we can vote.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Just some strange pairings.
Yeah.
Just some strange pairings. Kev's got a good point here. Magic users could give him problems. Yeah, that is very true. Swamp Thing wins. You heard it here first. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, yeah, some interesting ones there. I have to say, when I saw this, nothing really kind of made us go, oh, that'll be an interesting battle. I just thought, strange mix-up. Yeah. Not wanting to take sides, but your thumbs on Insta for Tuesday shows all have 9 o'clock on them. Christ, they used to, but I don't think my new ones do because I don't put times on them, do I?
Hang
on. It's always been 8 o'clock. It's always been 8 o'clock. It's never not been 8 o'clock.
Why is this a thing now? Like we've done 8 or 9 of these in this time slot, and it's only coming up now.
My old thumbs for the shows used to be 9 o'clock because I had the circle thing on the corner where it said go live 9 o'clock BST and stuff. But since we started and relaunched the new show, I've never put that time on. The thumbnails don't have me. Jesus, fair enough. Listen, I apologize, guys. Just crack on. Let's crack on.
Don't apologize. You're not wrong.
Yeah. Movies. I can't remember who sent this. I can't remember if it was you, Efren, or somebody else. Yeah. This is really interesting. So this is next year's movie slate, which is impressive to say the least. There's some incredible films there. There's a couple that I hadn't even registered were getting films. I didn't realize Jumanji were getting another Jumanji film. Yeah. To be fair, Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Didn't realize that was coming.
That's Greta Gerwig's. Yeah. That's been in the works for a while now. Yeah.
Some good ones. So, guys, if you could only watch 2 of them, which 2? And once somebody else has said them, you lose them from the list. So we're going to start at the bottom and work our way up, just to punish James. Sorrow.
I'm happy because I would have a struggle picking 2. So,
Sorrow, which 2 do you want to watch?
Which 2 do I want to watch the most? Definitely Avengers Doomsday. I'm very excited for that. Probably, I would say Toy Story 5, to be honest. I look forward to Toy Story.
Wow, Toy Story. Let me know in the chat, guys, which 2 of these have got you most interested. So, sorry, Sorrel, you've gone Doomsday, which is, perfect. Yeah. And Toy Story.
Toy Story 5. I'm looking forward to Toy Story.
Toy Story 4. Was that the one with the fun fair and Keanu Reeves?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one's about like how kids have iPads nowadays and they don't care about toys anymore.
Did I say there's an evil Buzz Lightyear or something in it?
Yeah. I think there's multiple evil ones.
Yeah.
Curious about it. Sounds cool. Cool idea.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, because there was a script years ago where they were going to send Buzz off as a sort of like send him off to to the factory for a recall, and then they would send out a new Buzz Lightyear. Obviously, the Woody and that wanted their Buzz Lightyear back, and they would go on an adventure to go save him. It was a bit similar to the Toy Story 2 script, so that's why they scrapped it originally. But I think they've brought some of the elements back of that to this new Toy Story, so it should be good.
Andrew saying, "Where's Mandalorian and Grogu?" We didn't see that.
Fair point.
Is that out next year?
That's out the 20th of May, the week after Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
It'll be a big one.
Didn't see.
I'm sure there's a lot more movies that just I sent you this link. It was just that
Fuzzy, it's all good, mate. It's all good. Don't fret. Don't fret. We're all wrong now and then. Terry saying Supergirl and Supergirl, good choices. Odyssey and Spidey, Spider-Man and Mortal Kombat. The June Messiah book is crap. Can't imagine the movie being any good. What Simon? There's no way June and Doomsday open the same day. Is that what's scheduled? Is it?
It says it there, but I would have thought I would have heard that was the case at the time. So that's mental. Warner Brothers.
That would be mental if they did. Yeah. Mario and Spider-Man. Toy Story 4 was too far. Toy Story 4 was too far. Odyssey and Supergirl, Spider-Man and Supergirl. Efren, what about yourself, bud? Which ones?
I would pick Supergirl because I just want to see what James Gunn is going to do moving forward. I mean, the Superman movie was a well-received movie. I thought it was a good movie. It's a good starting off point. I didn't like the way they portrayed her at the very end as a drunk kid, basically, or a drunk teenager. But I'd like to see where he goes with this movie. And my second one, I would have to just pick Spider-Man Brand New Day. I enjoyed the trilogy a lot, especially the last one, and just see now nobody knows who he is, basically. So this is going to be Peter Parker, street level for sure, So those two.
Yeah, good choices. James?
I probably would have picked Supergirl as well if it was there. Mortal Kombat 2, I'm stoked, and I'm in a big Mortal Kombat mood at the moment, and I'm just excited to see the tournament and all the characters that are involved in that. I think the cast looks really good as well. So really excited for that. The other one for me is between Resident Evil and the Odyssey. Like I love Chris Nolan movies. Having like a Greek mythology thing to it. Like I think that's a really cool new thing for him to do. Like he's done period pieces like World War II and stuff, but like this is a whole nother thing. The cast looks phenomenal as well. There's some amazing actors involved in that. So I'm really, really excited for that. Resident Evil looks, Zach Krieger. That's going to be great, I'm sure as well. I'm excited for that.
I haven't got a bit of interest in Devil Wears Prada. Michael Jackson, I don't think. I'm not a big
Michael Jackson, I'm excited for it. That'd be good.
Not really big music bio kind of guy, to be honest. Yeah. And then I have to say the Moana live action doesn't excite us.
The Rock in a Wig didn't excite you?
Nah. But yeah, some good films. Andrew saying Project Hail Mary and The Mummy. Is that out next year? The Mummy?
Lee Cronin's The Mummy, yeah.
Ooh, interesting. Applecart is furious. Absolutely incandescent. Stephen, Toy Story was good up until 3, then I lost it after that, kind of became a bit stale. Master of the Universe is missing, but that's streaming. It's not getting a theatrical release, I don't think. Andrew,
what?
Is it?
Is it not?
I don't think so. I think it's streaming.
I swear it was they'd be mad not to put that in the cinemas. Yeah.
What's Project Hail Mary? Someone remind us what Project Hail Mary is?
It's with Ryan Gosling. Right? He's like kind of, I forgot what he is exactly.
It's an astronaut movie. It's sort of like
space, but doesn't remember how he got there, right?
Something like that. It's like he's on a one-man mission to save the world kind of thing. They have to send somebody. I think it's like a one-way trip, and so it's kind of about him. It's a Hail Mary to, I don't know, was it like save the sun or move a comet or something?
Oh, yeah, I saw the trailer for that.
Yeah. I thought it looked okay. I'm not like, it might be amazing. You'll see.
It's taken us a few seconds there to click Applecart. Be very cautious you don't get stuck with that name again.
Took it that long to cop today.
It took us a while to cop. But guys, some cracking films there. I think we're going to get some
an incredible year.
Some good movies. Good movies. I'm excited for Supergirl. We're going to touch on that a little bit later on, actually. Good stuff. Okay, chaps. Little quick look at next week's comic books. Let's see what we've got coming out. Just usual, guys. Anything that jumps out at you? I'm excited for the last issue, really, of Transformers before a big relaunch. That's going to be pretty interesting. We've got Batman, Absolute Batman. That was going to be amazing. What else we got? Punisher, Red Band issue 1. So, Frank Castle back in the saddle. No memory of what's gone before. You guys excited to see a bit more Frank?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
I think that's going to be pretty cool. I think that's going to be pretty
good,
cool. Superman, the Kryptonite Spectrum. James, you read the first issue of that. Are you going to pick up issue 2?
Oh yeah, I'll pick it up. This one's going to be Giant Superman, isn't it? He got really big at the end of the last
I think
one.
so. Yeah, I think so.
That sounds fun. We'll see. We'll see. It's a silly, stupid series, and I think it's fun. So I'll give that a read.
Terry, the book they're basing Supergirl on started with on her 21st birthday. Yeah, we're going to touch on that at the end, Terry, because I've just finished reading that actually. We're just confirming the Master of the Universe is going to be in the cinemas. Oh, fantastic. That's good stuff. I'll be there front seat for that. How did Netflix get the rights to a new Narnia movie? Not a clue.
They paid a lot of money.
An awful lot. I am looking forward to that, mind. I do like the Narnia.
I like Narnia as well. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm a bit of a sucker for that. What else we got? Any of these jump out, guys?
I'm enjoying Redcoat still. That's a good story, by Image.
Yeah, it's a good book. I'm enjoying that one. Red Hulk is another good one. We've talked about that on a few occasions, enjoying that. Feral, I think Chris is the only person that's been reading that I know.
I've been reading it. So that's
still reading it?
I'm still reading it, yeah.
Any good?
Yeah, I'm reading it because I just want to see how it's going to end. Since I invested so much time reading it now, I'm not going to stop reading it. So
I've no interest in Fire and Ice, I have to say. Gargoyles. Anybody reading Gargoyles? I'm not a big Gargoyles man.
No, I was gonna read it, and I just never got around to it. It's still on my list of things to pick up in as a trade back later on.
Yeah. And then lots of
Blue Falcon and Dynamite.
Yeah,
I'm picking that up. Yeah.
Where's that?
The one on
the left there. So that's like they're doing their serious versions of Hanna-Barbera characters.
Right,
this is
not convinced. I mean, great covers, but I might give it a go just to see what it's like. I think I said I was going to on the show. Me and everyone do. I think I said.
Sorry, go on.
No, you carry on.
I was going to say Nocturnals, The Sinister Path. I'm picking up that this week, and I'm also going to pick up Toxic Crusaders #1 as well. They're on my list for this week.
So I've never read any Nocturnals.
I've never done before, but this looks interesting. It's it's obviously for Halloween. It's got a lovely cover on there for autumn, and it just looks mint. So I'm going to give that a read. It's one of 4. There's going to be 4 of these, so I'm excited. I'll give it a read.
I'm staying well clear of anything associated with Toxic Crusader. After watching that diabolical movie. And then to be fair, I read Toxic Crusader #1 a couple of months back, and it was just awful.
Were you not a fan of the cartoon as a kid? I thought that was.
I don't even remember seeing the cartoon.
Don't you have the toys? Didn't you get the toys and stuff?
No.
And then there's Grim Tales of Terror as well. I'm picking up this week as well. I'm looking forward to that. And there's a Zenoscope book further down as well that's coming out, like a Legends of this month. I like those comics. As the guy at my comic book store calls them, as he pulls them off the shelf for me, he calls them booby comics. Says you like them for the boobies.
Vampirella covers are always quite booby-tastic, aren't they?
Boobilicious. And they do like cosplay variant covers as well. Just saying.
Dirty boy. Let's see. Chris, any good? No. Talking about Feral. Kev, is Master of the Universe going to be on Eternia? Partially set on Earth, partially set on Eternia. He's a giant Superman in that Kong JLA Godzilla at the moment. Oh, God. He should start at the bottom of the list. The dregs, we call them. Yeah,
they're not the dregs. They're the best ones these days.
The stuff that Sorrel reads.
The indie comics usually are better than Marvel and DC and Image these days. Come on, you can't lie about that. Marvel,
that is true.
They are crap these days. Yeah. The independent comics are usually a lot better. I mean, the ones that you guys have been talking about the most on your podcast on a Friday has been mainly indie stuff.
Yeah. We read a lot of. I read a lot of indie stuff. There is some good Marvel stuff out there, mind. But I don't read pretty much any DC stuff.
I mean, the only Marvel book that caught my attention this week was that Red Apocalypse. That's the only one that's kind of made me go, I didn't realize they were doing another Apocalypse book, so nothing to say about that one.
No, the recent Daredevil run, the one set in the future was very good, but I don't read very much. I read the recent Batman book, Batman issue 1, that came out last week. We're going to talk about that on Friday's show. Yeah. Anything? What's cheesing you off at the moment? Doesn't have to be anything exciting. Anything irritating you guys tonight, or anybody in the chat getting irritated by anything?
I had a fucking horrendous experience in the cinema yesterday with the Conjuring. Like people, everyone on their phones, everybody talking. I literally, when I shushed, I wasn't shushing a person, I was shushing the whole screen. I said to Jeff at the end of the movie, like, if I had a gun, I would have shot somebody.
Jesus, James, don't say that.
I probably enjoyed 40 minutes of it like undisturbed, and the rest of it I was pissed off about somebody talking or on their phone or something like that. And like even like I don't know what it was, I don't know why, just this movie in particular, it was you know.
Were people bored with the film? Is that what?
No, it's from the get go. Like even the opening title, everyone's phone went up to take a photo of it, and I was like, what is going on here? Like, what is this? So I just think I can't go see horror movies in the evening now. I think that's it. Like, it used to be just weekends. I wouldn't go on a weekend evening. Now I just don't think I can see them in the nighttime at all. Like, it's just a 12 o'clock afternoon showing when nobody's there. God, it was awful.
I can feel your anger as you talk.
Oh, it was horrendous. Like, absolutely trust. Like, oh.
Your blood pressure. Look,
like,
you're getting
people were coming in like well over 15 minutes into the movie, still with flashlights. A guy bumped me with his backpack when he walked past, like smacked me in the side of the head. Like I nearly turned around and hit him. Like I was like, because I was already pissed off about like people still coming in and all. Oh, my blood pressure is going, man, right now talking about this. Awful. It's just awful.
Mine's very similar.
Yeah.
Sorrel, what have you got?
Mine's very similar. I've got to tell you, 4DX needs to go in the fucking bin, doesn't it? 4DX is an experience.
Vibrating wobbly seats things.
Right, well, mate, for The Conjuring, they made it even better. They added a spray misty thing, right? So that every time they did a jump scare, I got a fucking mist of air randomly in my face. So that made it fun. And there's a bit where there's a
punch in the back.
Oh, it gets worse. There's a bit where the mirror, you know, the bit where the mirror just spins uncontrollably. And then
yeah.
Right. My seat was doing this for the entirety of the fucking thing, right? So I'm sat there with popcorn just going everywhere. I'm like, this is unnecessary.
Yeah.
And just think you paid for that pleasure.
I paid about a tenner for that.
Yeah.
And it just bounced me all over for no reason. There's a bit where he falls down the stairs and my seat went to one side. I'm like, what was that for? I didn't need that.
When I go for 4DX, it's for the experience, not the movie. So I would never see a movie I'm excited for first time. Like if it's like a Disney live action remake or something like that, maybe.
Well, I went to see Jaws with it, and I've been to see Jurassic Park with it, and for those movies, it added to it. Like Jaws, it's sort of like every time they were on water, your seat kind of wobbled like you're on water. And Jurassic Park, when they would do all the outdoor water, water scenes, you got wet a little bit, and that was kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't like they can use it. I remember the first time I went to it was Deadpool 2, and the bit that made me think this is awesome is someone got their head cut off and there was blood spurting, and next thing I got a spray of water in my face. I thought that was really cool.
Lost James.
I think James has just.
So I've had to walk out and tell people like, hey, can you turn on the 4DX? Like, so it's hit and miss.
You just shouldn't go to the cinema. Home video. Yeah, if you get me so angry. I'm worried about you, James. I'm concerned. Next time you go to the cinema, messages and then messages when you're done, just in case, because I'll worry. There's
nothing better than walking into the cinema and
there's an aneurysm or something.
And there's nobody there. Yeah.
Efren, anything irritated you as much as poor James? James's head went the same color as your top.
Just recently at sporting events, the audacity of some people. About a month ago at a tennis tournament, this one tennis player gave a hat to a little boy, and this man right next to him grabbed the hat and he kept it for himself. They found out who he was, and they went after him. I was like, God, you take it away from a little kid. Then about a week ago, I don't know if you've seen that woman at the baseball park.
Took the baseball card.
Once the baseball goes into the stadium, it's fair game for anybody. So the dad picked it up, and she had the audacity to go over to him, grab him by his arm, and the father was just so taken aback that he just gave the ball back to her, and I heard she lost her job over that. She was like she was in a school district. I forgot. She wasn't a teacher per se. Yeah. She lost her job, and she was just ridiculed. And just the audacity of some people, just like
entitled.
Yeah, entitlement. And a little boy was so happy he got a baseball.
To take it out of his hand is just shocking.
And the backside, one of the team employees brought him a gift bag.
Yeah.
Then after the game, the baseball player who hit that home run gave him a bat and he signed it. I was like, gosh, some people are just. I don't know if that's happening anywhere else but United States, but just some adults are just act like an adult.
I have to say it doesn't really hit the news over here in terms of people doing that kind of stuff at our events. But you know what? These days, people just feel entitled to stuff.
Yeah.
So and you know, I've read a lot of stuff about that particular incident, and some people were criticizing the dad. I thought he was quite good in terms of he just de-escalated it and just said, "Look, this is not worth it. Piss off." Whereas some people would get into an argy-bargy in a fight.
No, I'm not giving it to you. Yeah,
I think that would have been me. I would probably start arguing with her. You know,
Yeah.
my daughter was there. She probably would have went off on her too. So
Yeah.
it's just crazy the way some people just think. You know, just and there's cameras around you everywhere. You know, you're gonna be ridiculed.
Oh, well, it'll get to a point where it like you would hope that people that are going to do that will think twice about doing it because they might be filmed and look bad. You know,
I don't think in the heat of the moment you don't even think of that, do you? She just
that's what stopped me from screaming in the cinema yesterday. Was like everyone has their phone out. So someone's going to record me. I'll look like the Karen telling people to shut up in the cinema. You know,
But that just really God, people just taking stuff
Chill
away from
out.
kids, children. You know, it's like, oh my gosh.
Let's see what guys in the chat have said. Andrew's just saying he's got 50 issues in his September pull list. That's crazy, Andrew. Just the money alone. But, we're all the same. Spend a fortune on these things. Smith's only letting you order 3 Lego minifigures at a time. That's interesting. Yeah. Is that just to try and spread the...
No, because they've got thousands in the stores. I don't understand it either. It's a ridiculous thing. I think it's to stop people just buying like boxes at a time and flipping them or whatever. But they've put like a limit of 3 in, which is insane because that's only like a £9 order, isn't it? They're only £3 something each. Makes no sense.
Crackers. Chris, post office a shipper typos that list £40 as 400. Oh God. And the result is an import fee VAT. Yeah, nightmare, Chris. Absolute nightmare. You can claim it back, but it's a right ball ache. So I've been charged shipping for comic books before. We're not meant to pay shipping on comics. VAT and whatnot. So I claimed it back, but it was an absolute pain. It went round the circles. So yeah. That's a stream being taken down because James is talking about shooting people in cinemas. Thanks, James. You had a Scooby Wave 1, not shipping, livid.
Yeah,
they meant
they're due in stock anytime though. Now I know. Star Action Figures have put a thing out saying they're expecting Wave 1 any day now. So I'm starting to invoice people for them now.
Let's have a look. Fall in love with the Smoke. You're welcome, Chris. Mr. GG, nice to see you. Thank you for joining. 4DX is great, but only for movies you have seen already.
100%. Yeah.
Do they pump in smells? If you're with James, they come naturally. Oh, could you imagine?
You're the one that gets fucking cheesy nachos.
You're the one that sticks his sausage fingers in me cheesy nachos.
You wouldn't let me. You wouldn't let me have any. Like, I thought it was in bad form. I bought them. Like, you think you give me enough fucking nacho? You could add some of my popcorn. I would have been fine with that.
I think next time we do a video, Sorrel and I are going to have to come in between James.
I think
so. It all comes from a place of love, Pete. Though.
Yeah. Twister was a great movie. Yeah, that would be cool. Only in Philly. The guy was a CEO. The tennis player tracked the kid down, gave him a hat. That's good. Good to hear. I've seen it happen at a retail level. Yeah, Stephen. I mean, me and Jay are a big fan. I know Sorrel is as well. Thanksgiving movie. And that, that kind of mentality that people have for the Black Friday
people
sales.
Stab each other for a toaster. Like,
just insane. I wouldn't care. Most of the time, they've put the price up a few weeks beforehand so they can say they've reduced it, Column memes are funny. They are. We've got Samurai. Nice to see you both. Hope you're well. Okay, chaps, let's move on. A little bit of action figure news. Let's talk toys for a little bit. I can't remember if we've talked about this before. This is the Marvel Legends. Oh, my brain's gone blank. Super Scroll. This one. So I don't know if he's been out before. Sorrel will tell we. But this one is an exclusive for, I think it's the Comic Con you're going to in a few weeks' time, Efren, but also a UK-based con. Okay. I quite like the look of that. It's quite a nice looking figure. Sorrel, is this just a retool? Has it been out before?
Not that I'm aware of. I know we've had a Super Scroll before. I don't think we've had like with all the Fantastic Four bits attached to it. I think Diamond Select did a Super Scroll bit like Fantastic Four one to go with the Fantastic Four figures they released. I'm pretty sure they did a Super Scroll.
Quite nice one, isn't it?
It's the first time Legends have done it, I think.
Yeah, I do quite like it. The only thing, and I don't know how they would have done it.
I know what you're gonna say.
What am I going to say, James?
That the bottom half is exactly even at the twist, whereas it should have been like painted over a little bit or something like that to
They
break
would
it
never
up.
do that in 1,000 years.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good, but that's not what I was going to say. But that is good. What I was going to say is Invisible Woman's not represented at all, is she?
Well, it would be invisible, so how would you know?
Yeah. Fair point. He's got blonde hair. You're right. He's got blonde hair. You can't see. But that is quite a nice figure. I quite like some of these Marvel Legends. I've got a couple, but yeah, I wouldn't mind that one. And then Sorrel, Chucky. What are these?
So these are the new Pop Mart minifigures. These are going to come blind box. They're coming out on the 12th of this month. These are going to be awesome. There's a collection of 10 to get. One of them's a chase, but the chase one's crap, may I just say. But they look really cool. These will be about 13 quid each usually for a Pop Mart. I mean, the Universal Monsters were 13 quid, so these shouldn't be any more than that.
Wow.
So these look really cool, though, but they are going to come blind box. They're by the people that make Labubu's, so fun in games. The thing is, I think we're going to have to get these online. Because Pop Mart don't sell to HMV, but they sell to Entertainer. But Entertainer's a Christian company, and they're not going to stock Chucky in 1,000 years.
And I don't. So what kind of size are these? I'm trying to work out in my head how big these
So
are.
they're very similar to the sort of Yumi Toys ones. So about that.
Okay.
These are the yolks Jess bought a load of, and she went to the Pop Mart when we were.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember she came out with a big bag of stuff. She went with Simon.
Yeah.
So yeah, they'll be out very soon. They're going to be out on the 12th. I think these are going to be really cool.
Connie, you've been told to say that.
Connie, I knew you were going to say that. It's all kicked off tonight, Connie. It's all kicked off tonight. Fuzzy's disappeared from the chat. I think he's not my friend anymore. Andrew's in the scroll is pregnant. Can't you tell? Absolutely, yeah, good one. And Bowfire Evening. Nice to see you, bud. Nice to see you. Yeah, they are quite nice. I quite like them. James, I have to say, I'm not interested in the game in the slightest.
Yeah.
But I do like that prop gun.
It's very, very bougie, isn't it, for a collector's edition? It is £250, I think.
Yeah. I'm not interested in that gun.
You could sell the game for 80 though, and so you can get it for 170 or whatever. So yeah, Sony had a state of play for the upcoming James Bond game, First Light. So there's about 30 minutes of gameplay. Looks very like Hitman meets Uncharted sort of vibe to it. But there's cool like classic Hitman stuff, like you cause distractions to sneak past. You have like a charm system, so you can like kind of talk your way out of situations, like pretending you're security or something like that to walk past people and stuff. Looks very cool. So it is out on March 27th. They've announced the release date, and then this is the collector's edition. So it's £250, €300. So it comes with a few other things. You get the game a day early, I think, but the main piece is the golden gun there, which is quite cool. Yeah, so I think this will be very popular even for non-video gamers, just Bond collectors. Like I think having a cool golden gun. So
just to be clear, because I couldn't really tell from the image, and it's quite flat there. It's obviously in what do you call it, like foam. Yeah. That's not just like a half of a gun. That is actually, you can take that out.
Oh, you can take it out. It's a full replica of the golden gun. Yeah.
I do like that. I would be tempted by that, you know.
You could just sell the game and the steelbook, and you'll probably pay 100 for the golden gun if you wanted that and so on. Nice.
Quite sexy. Bit of Lego news. Lego. So £900 for this new Death Star. 9,000 pieces. I think you get 32 minifigs or something like that. People are getting very, very excited because you get this stormtrooper in a bath. Whatever floats your boat. It's like a cross section of the Death Star. £900 for Lego. I mean, not I'm not a Lego man, but what do you think of that? Is that if you're a Lego collector, is that the kind of thing you'd go for? Do you think? Efren, what about you? You're muted, Efren.
Oh, sorry. If I had a bigger house, I think I'd get Legos. But my house, I have too much stuff in my house as it is, So in this particular piece, I wouldn't be interested in this one though. But some other Legos I've seen that are pretty cool. I would like to get some.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a lot of money, but I guess I've paid a lot of money for a hot toy. So if you're into this kind of stuff, it's probably good. What about the rest of you? Sorrel, is this kind of thing you'd go for?
No, not in a million years. I couldn't even afford this. This is a trip to Florida.
It's it's obscene, isn't it? James, I know you're a Lego buyer who keeps it in the box quite often.
Yeah.
Is this, I mean, imagine, James, you suffer the same ailment as I do, sausage finger syndrome.
Yes. Yeah.
Could you imagine trying to build
Oh, it'd take me 10 years to do this, I think. And then there'd be a piece left over, and I'm like, well, I don't even know where that goes.
Yeah.
No, it's like, I think it's just crazy how
Put it this way.
the markup on that must be like,
I built this little car the other day, little pumpkin car, right? This cost me £12 at the Lego store. That took me about an hour to build. That thing in there would take me about 4 days.
Yeah.
Well,
I am not quick. I'm crap at Lego.
I've been, as you know, moving my rooms around because my son's gone back into the main bedroom. So I've shifted all of my hot toys downstairs into the dining room. So I've shifted all my hot toys down there. And as part of the move was my Lego Optimus Prime, which took us days to build. And I've started shifting stuff back this weekend. Had a look, and it's just like pieces everywhere. It's come apart at the center. His head's missing, and I'm like, I cannot be chewed with this bollocks trying to find bits to click back on. So I think that's a goner. I think I've killed that. Just seeing what other people are saying. Kev, if he was a rich man, he'd pick that up. Does it break down different parts? I don't think so. I think it's just like a cross section. Star Trek Lego coming. I saw that, and there was a really nice little minifig of Picard. See, I would be tempted to do some of that. I have to say, it depends what it looks like. Can't afford the Death Star. Need 350 for the Enterprise
That's
D.
the thing. They've already done the Millennium Falcon, and it was a massive piece. There's no way they can't not do the Enterprise in the same size, because then Trekkies would kick off that Star Wars got the bigger ship. They know where money's printed, so they're going to make a ridiculously big Enterprise to go with that Millennium Falcon.
God, can you imagine? MRGG, that's ridiculous. It's a bit of a miss for me. I'd love a full globe. You could split in half, and have both halves mounted on display. This little slice is a dud for me. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people get excited for the minifigs. 30-odd minifigs is quite good, I guess, but I just think the price is just... I can't imagine many... Well, I can hear the noise now, Christmas time, kids asking mommy and daddy and Santa Claus, for a Death Star. Who's going to be able to pay 900? That's not for kids. That's purely for collectors, surely. Yeah.
No parent in the right mind will pay 900.
It's one of those sets that's in the black box, isn't it? It's not made for kids. It's part of their adult collection. Yeah. It's not the kids' Legos by any means.
I think it's probably bigger, Terry. I don't think it would fit in the display. That's the issue with some of these things. When you work out price per brick, it's actually good value for money. Yeah, maybe.
Shelley's selling it to herself, basically. She's trying to justify it.
She's going to buy it, isn't she?
It's only 10 pence. 10 pence.
Yeah. Most of my Lego is on my living room floor, still in the box. Yeah. You're absolutely right, Bofire. Hopefully it'll drop down in price for people who really, really want it. This will definitely go up in price after it's out of print. Yeah, Star Wars Lego will definitely hold it. 200 on Temu. Yeah, none of the bricks will fit together, but yeah, you can get it from Temu, I'm sure. Connie, my patience is so thin I wouldn't be fecked with this. See, I'm the same. I can't cope with it, to be honest. Buy two and have them side by side. Good thinking, Stephen. There you go, Chris. That's your answer. Sorry I had to leave, guys. I had to make supper for my mum. We had spaghetti. Very nice. Efren's favourite meal, spaghetti.
Peter, I'm impressed you remember.
Oh, no, it's Efren. I know all about you. The Beckhams will get two. Yeah. My nephew has the can't say that. Isley set. Yeah. And that was between 516, 600. Wow. Kid would just break at the parents. See, that's my problem with Lego. I think it's scars from my youth when my son used to ask for Lego sets for Christmas, and I would spend, because he had no patience, I would spend days, all day Boxing Day, building the bloody things, and then he would smash them together and just explode them in a minute, and then ask us to build it again. And it was like, nah. Yeah. Let's have a look. I have no room for it. Had to sell the UCS Star Destroyer. That's impressive set, mind. I have seen that. It's very nice. Efren, you've got an invite to Anton's house. You've got an invite. Come and have some spaghetti and talk comics. Very nice.
Where does he live in? Is this the person that lives in
Italy? I think Anton's in Italy, I think. Yeah, you could pop over. It'd be nice.
I'll be nice ass spaghetti then.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Italy's lovely. It's a phenomenal place to visit. So, well, no, not Lego, blockies. I know Sorrel's a fan of these. I've got a couple myself. We've got some Star Wars Mandalorian blockies coming out. They look pretty darn cool. And then we're continuing the Transformers line. We've got this really interesting Optimus Prime from Transformers the movie, where he's kind of got half of his body is dead. So do you know in the movie, pardon me, when he dies and he goes grey? I think that's quite an interesting little figure. We've then got Metroplex, which is one of my favourite Transformers. I've got him behind us there. But he's about the same size as the other blockies from what I saw. Now, Metroplex should tower above them. So that's a bit... I'm surprised they've not gone down the Constructicon guys with that. Sorry, I've got the wrong person. Anton's in New Jersey. That's even closer to you.
That would still be really nice spaghetti, I think.
Yeah, still be really nice spaghetti. Yeah. Yeah, so nice. Are any of you guys collecting these? Sorrel, I know you've been picking up some of the blockies. Are you going to get any of these?
I wouldn't say I pick them up. I get sent them for free. That's why I do them. Not going to lie about it. If they send me some, I wouldn't say no. I'll put it that way.
Nice. James, you're not into these?
I wouldn't even want to be sent them. Just putting that out there. Don't want them at all. No interest really. You know.
I disagree. Is blockies from the UK or is it everywhere?
I believe Blockies is I think they're an Asian company, aren't they? Are they like Taiwan or something?
I think so.
They're overseas, aren't they? Because every email I get is like ridiculously. Yeah.
I'm looking at the Star Wars one. I kind of want that. I think it looks pretty cool.
Oh, you'll be able to get them. Yeah. They come out in America. You will be able to get hold of them.
Yeah, I think I may get that set. I'm not kidding. I think I like it. I don't know what James is talking about.
Peter, you scared the shit out of me there.
Sorry, that was my underwear splitting. Sorry about that. Connie, what the shit is a knock-off Lego? I mean, Sorrel will describe it better, but
it's more like a Gundam. It's like Gundam models from Japan that you have to like click together. You don't need any glue. You don't need any clippers or anything to get them out. They just sort of pop apart and you just pop them back, pop them together kind of thing. They have great customizability. I mean, once you've got a bunch of them, you can kind of mold them into anything you want, build whatever robot you want. But I think it works with like Transformers because they're robots. So it kind of looks good for them. The Sesame Street ones were the first sort of monstery humanoidy ones, and I don't think they look as good. So I'm worried about this. I want to see what the Star Wars ones look like first before, because if it looks like a Lego-y blocky character, then I'm really not bothered. But
yeah, Connie's saying, do I have to build it? Because if not, that starts. You do build it, Connie, but I would say it's not like Lego. I built 3 or 4 Transformer ones, and they were actually quite good fun.
Quite fun to build,
yeah, what size are they? There's different sizes depending on the price point, but they're not like action figure size. Well, some of them
they do everything from like a 2-inch little blind box versions for like £3 right up to a £12 box, £30 box, even 70 quid boxes. They get bigger and bigger and bigger the more money you spend.
What is a blocky? Yeah, good day. C4 Darkman, have they done Power Rangers? I don't think so, have they?
Yes, they have. Yeah.
Oh, they have.
They've not come over to the UK yet because of licensing, but yes, Power Rangers is one they're doing. They've also done tons of different Gundams, and I think is the one called Metal Slug or something like that over in Japan. They've done a bunch of different ones because they are, like I say, they are an overseas company. They've done a lot for the Japanese, Chinese markets, and they're just slowly working their way to Western markets now.
Very cool.
They've done Marvel as well. They did the Infinity one as well, which looks awesome.
Yeah, I've seen the Marvel ones. Look really cool. Sorrel, what is this? Go big or go home?
Yeah, so Loose Collector. They're the people that are behind sort of the big Mr. Hyde that I've got, and they did the Werewolf as well that I've got. They do like really big characters. They're a bit like Mythic Legions. Well, they're going to be tackling the biggest character they've ever done. They're building a giant Cthulhu. Now I've got the Mr. Hyde, and he stands about this big. He's quite large. He's like a good 10-inch figure, 12-inch figure even. He's massive. So that Cthulhu's towering over that first figure, which is the Hyde. So he's going to be massive.
Huge, isn't it? Absolutely huge.
Must be 20-inch easily tall-wise, and it looks like a beast of a figure. But obviously the price point, it'll probably reflect that as well. We don't know the price yet. This is just the concept for it. This will be later announced in 2026.
Impressive, very impressive. Marvel Legends series, they do some great stuff. They've recently put out a Doom mask. I've not picked that up yet. They've just announced this over the last few days. This is the Daredevil Born Again helmet with the Billy Clubs. Really like them. They're 1-to-1 scale, obviously. So if you fancied it, Efren, you could pop that on and go fight crime in San Diego. I think that looks amazing. So I love the stand. I love the fact you get the Billy Club with it. I will definitely be picking this up. I think it looks pretty darn impressive. What do you guys think?
Yeah, it looks great, and it's the red like kind of perspex over the eyes as well, isn't it? So like a proper look, like replica, you know.
Yeah, I think it looks amazing. I'm getting into me collecting of helmets and things. Me collecting of helmets and stuff.
You like a helmet? Do you?
I love a helmet. I love a shiny helmet. Efren, do you not fancy this to go with your Daredevil collection?
Yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. You know, the first time I've ever seen it. So yeah, it looks nice. You know, it would look good right next to my Daredevil #1, signed by Stan Lee.
That's what I was thinking, Efren. You know, you can have your Daredevil one sat there.
Yeah.
Do they usually come with a stand? This is the first time I'm seeing a stand included with it. They do, yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
All the lightsabers came with stands.
Yeah. My Magneto has got a stand. And I think they all do.
I want to see what it looks like on somebody, because the thing is, Daredevil's blind, as we know. This is a replica, but it's also a toy. So you're gonna be able to see through that, because they want you to be able to see through it so you don't fall over. So I want to see how it looks when you're in there with your big noggin and your eyes are sticking out. I want to see how much of that can be seen from the other side when you're cosplaying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you see, I'm not cosplaying it.
If you're getting it just for display, then it's going to look absolutely fine.
I wouldn't look right as Daredevil. He's a big chunky guy compared to me. Do you know what I mean? So,
what they should have done is put a lens on it, like a black lens or something.
I think there's a dark red lens on it, isn't there?
There is?
I think so, yeah.
The light's shining off of it.
That's what I'm saying. It looks a bit a little bit see-through for me. If I got that, I'd be painting that whole thing black.
I think you'll need to see through, like, you know, it might work differently that you need to see through the thing. So that's the material they need to use.
Andrew's got a Mandalorian and a F-55, I don't know, clone trooper helmet. Yeah, I fancy the Wolverine one. I've not got the Wolverine one yet.
The helmets, the thing is with the helmets that I think they're always missing a trick with, especially the Star Wars ones. They never made them compatible, so you could put an AUX cable in to listen through, like to have speakers in them. For the price point you're paying, if you gave me a Star Wars helmet with a visor and a microphone, I am playing every single Xbox game online with that thing on my head.
With the helmet on. Yeah.
If I could sit and play Star Wars Starfighter with talking to my friends, you wearing a helmet, that'd be the coolest thing on the planet. They missed the trick with that.
I didn't know people actually wore them. I don't wear mine, Connie, just on special occasions for the wife. Chris, full Daredevil experience, make the wearer blind. I like your style, Sorrel. Yeah, that's good. It's good.
Just making it accurate.
Now, Chris Bell. On a number of occasions, guys, we've talked about 1/6 scale figures, and we've commented on head sculpts and things like that. And I think we've been a little bit critical over the last few weeks. And Phil, if you're still in the chat, I'm interested in your thoughts on this. This is a third-party company. This is a Linda Carter Wonder Woman. I'm interested in what you think of this. Because I would love a Linda Carter Wonder Woman 1/6 scale to go with my Adam West Batman, Christopher Reeve Superman. But I don't know that this is it.
No, that's not it.
It's a bit sex doll looking. To be honest, it's not terrible. I don't think. Like, you got your rooted hair and stuff, but
I think it's the skin tone. I think it's the color and the design they've gone with. There's no complexion to the skin. It does look like a rubber doll. It looks weird.
I think they've gone for the kind of the seamless silicone body, but it just looks weird in terms of the arms. There's no definition. The panties are horrific. I don't know what's going on with that.
It looks like a big diaper, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. All of that said, the image in the center there, because you get the kind of the American cape thing going on, I think looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
You know, with a stand with our legs crossed kind of thing. I think that looks great.
I actually think Sorrel's spot on that the face has texture to it and a complexion, whereas the body doesn't. The body's just like rubber. So this might be one you could go get a Fison body or something like that and swap out. Like, it looks like it'd be easy enough to swap the outfit out. So I'm sure that's what most people are going to do.
If you're going to go to lengths of doing that, you may as well just buy a custom one online, because by the time you've replaced the body, there's no left. And you can get better head sculpts than that online.
It's got rooted hair as well, which is always a bit of a danger point. Efren, in terms of the head sculpt, because I know you're a Linda Carter fan, what do you think of the head sculpt?
Okay, first of all, it doesn't even look like her. Linda
Yeah.
Carter. Second of all, if this is a just they showed it online, they spelled her first name wrong. It's L-Y. And
So no,
all.
so they do that on purpose. So they do
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah, they do that because they haven't paid Linda Carter
Oh,
to
that's
do an action figure. So this is a third party, non-licensed. So they do that, and then if Linda Carter ever gets in touch with them and sues, it's not Linda Carter. This is just
Oh,
Linda
come on.
Carter,
This is-
no, literally, yeah, that's exactly why.
Okay, that alone, I wouldn't buy this. No way.
Yeah.
If they're trying to skirt the issue, I mean, it's her. Come on.
Oh no,
Her last name is correct. Can't you say, hey, that's my last name?
like usually these would come out and they'd be named like this one would be named like Super Lady or something like that. So,
Yeah.
but I think it is a little bit gross when it's a real person's name, like when they're playing.
There was
off of that.
there was an interesting thing in some of the sixth scale groups last year or the year before. Somebody took a Kingpin action figure of what's the actor called?
D'Onofrio, Vincent
D'Onofrio,
and
yeah.
brought it to him and showed him it, isn't it?
Brought it to him and
Yeah,
asked him
yeah.
to sign it. And fair play to him, I think he did sign it, but then he looked at it and he said, I don't remember doing this. And it's a superb likeness. I've got it. It's a superb likeness, but he's getting no money for that at all. You know, you think, oh. So yeah, I'm not sure on this one, guys. I am not sure. Let's see what the chat are thinking. Dungeon Caller care for the Daredevil. Maybe you should have tax to poke your eyes when you put them on. That wouldn't fit on my massive head. I'm sure it would, Connie. For the Wonder Woman, the face is kind of generic. Yeah. Looks like a bendable. I think you're right, mate. That's my problem with it. It just doesn't look. It doesn't look like it's got any definition. It's not diabolical. It's like she's got cling film over her face. Just what you want. Just what you want. Is it sculpted by Madame Tussauds? The proportions look a bit odd. Yep. Quote of the year. The panties look horrific. Can't get away from bad panties. I watched Super Sorrow as well. Good stuff. Thank you very much, Mr. GG. They've got the right idea, but it doesn't look good, unfortunately. Yeah, I think I'm with you. I've been desperate for a Linda Carter figure for a while, but I don't think this is it. And you're right, James. You could get it and kind of fanny on with it. And what's the sixth scale? No, what's the sixth scale term? Foots with it. You could foots with it. Maybe a little heart content. But I don't think you're ever gonna. Yeah, it's a cousin. The 112th Blade looks really good. I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh yeah, it looks really good. That's been around the last couple of days. Yeah.
Being able to order custom-made dolls online, who knew? Yeah, just don't let your wife be in when they arrive. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, chaps, Back to the Future. We're looking at another year. We've got quite a few to talk about. So I thought last week was the pinnacle, but actually 87, we had some cracking films. So as usual, I'll ask you all to talk about one film. I'll do a quick round robin. We've got Full Metal Jacket. Has everybody seen Full Metal Jacket?
Yep.
Yeah.
Superb. You've not seen it, Efren. You just need to watch the first half, Efren. The first half is just one of the best movies of all time. I love it. The Untouchables, one of my all-time favorites. I still cry like a wet weekend watching that film because there's just superb bits. The bit in the lift and everything. You must have all seen Untouchables.
No. Yeah. Never seen it.
It's superb. Or James, you'd love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, gangster movie, isn't it? Like,
yeah. Well, it's based on Elliot Ness and Capone and stuff. It is just phenomenal. We've got Good Morning Vietnam with good old Robin Williams. Again, just incredible. The Princess Bride, one of my all-time favorites. I watch that one quite regularly. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I would argue Steve Martin's best film. And then Lethal Weapon, the first Lethal Weapon, which was just, again, a classic. So, Sorrel, we'll start with you. Any of these jump out at you? First of all, for each of you, guy, tell me which ones you haven't seen, but then pick one to talk about.
I haven't seen Untouchables, and I haven't seen the one with John Candy in the bottom. Is that Plane, Trains, Automobiles? I'm not seeing them too. The others I've seen.
Please watch Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and then come and we'll review it on the channel because honestly, it's one of the funniest, heartbreaking films you'll ever see. Right, which one do you want to mention then?
I don't know which one to choose because the two I like are obviously Full Metal Jacket and Princess Bride. They're both very very quotable. But I'll go with Full Metal Jacket. It gave us Vincent D'Onofrio. Obviously, it's I forgot the guy's name, but he was a real drill sergeant.
Arlie Ermey.
He was a real life drill sergeant, and he was the voice of Sarge in Toy Story as well, which I think is hilarious.
Yes.
But
he's also in Michael J. Fox, The Frighteners. He plays.
And he was in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake as the cop in it, and he was really sinister in that. He played a really good role in that. But yeah, Full Metal Jacket is just the most quotable movie on the planet, isn't it? I love the fact that when they made it, they said that the original actor they hired to play the drill sergeant just wasn't cutting it. And Emery was like trying to feeding these lines, and they just went, "Why don't you just do it?" And he did that opening scene that you see where they're all smiling. That was one take, and he just literally laid into all the actors, and they could not stop laughing at him.
The bit with the jelly donut is one of my favorite bits of watching. It's just super. Efren, you've got to watch it again. Just the first half, mate. It's incredible.
It's just when he just nicknames them all, doesn't he? Like, you are now part of a snowball. You
just absolutely berates everybody in the movie. Yeah.
Superb. Efren, which ones haven't you seen, and then which one do you want to talk about?
I haven't seen Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I haven't seen The Princess Bride or Full Metal Jacket.
Okay.
Haven't seen those at all.
One
of my favorite movies is from '87 is Lethal Weapon, and I really like that whole, even Lethal Weapon #2, with Mel Gibson, Danny Glover, and Joe Pesci when he joined the cast. I forgot if he was in the first one or not. But I liked those movies a lot. At the end, when they started making them, when they got older and older, I didn't really like, but the first two are very well done movies.
Yeah. What's the quote at the end? I can't do the accent. Diplomatic immunity just being revoked. Yeah, I love that.
Oh yeah,
love that. James, what about yourself?
So I've seen Full Metal Jacket. I only watched that about 4 or 5 months ago for the first time. Loved it. Never seen Untouchables. Good Morning Vietnam again 4 or 5 months ago. Watched it for the first time. Stellar. Princess Bride I've never seen. Planes, Trains, Automobiles I've never seen. Even though it's one of my best mates' favorite movie is Planes, Trains. And then Lethal Weapon I watched when I was younger, so I remember the bits and pieces of it. So yeah, Good Morning Vietnam, probably my favorite out of this lot. Like Robin Williams is incredible in it. I love the story of this like comedian who's like pushing the boundaries of what he can say on the radio, but because he's so popular with the morale of the soldiers, like they can't do anything about it. I thought that was really great. I like that it is a comedy, but it does take the war very seriously. Like there's some really serious moments in it. There's like a bombing sequence in it that's very horrific. So I like it that I didn't shy away from showing the horrors of what was happening at the time as well. So like, yeah, really phenomenal film, I thought.
Superb.
Pete. Mm-hmm. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
James, I'm surprised you've not seen Princess Bride.
Seen bits and pieces of it in clips, but I've not, it's just one of those. It's one of those I know I'll love. I will love it. But I've just never sat there and gone, I'll watch Princess Bride now. Like
the main fight scene between the two of them is brilliant. It is like when he's hanging off the cliff, like you took the word of a Spaniard. I don't trust Spaniards. Okay, it's just so nonchalant. I love it.
Very cool. Chris Bell is saying The Princess Bride is the second best film ever made.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I love it. Anton, how is the movie critic? All of these movies are awesome. Yeah, I agree. Every one of them is great. Sean, 87 is the best movies. 87 was going really well until June when I was born and ruined it. No, that was the highlight, Andrew. That was the highlight. Full Metal Jacket, excuse me, is one of the definitive Vietnam War movies, and the actor who played the sergeant was a real one. Yeah, he wasn't even supposed to play the part. He was an advisor, but they liked it. Yeah, he was superb in it. Absolutely superb. Stephen, I live in southeast London. Full Metal Jacket's Vietnam scenes were filmed in the Docklands. I didn't realise it was filmed in London.
Yeah. Was it real?
Wow, didn't realise that. Darkman, he loves them all. Yep. The Lost Boys. Full Metal Jacket, Spaceballs, the list goes on. Some great films there. Vincent D'Onofrio, yeah. The Untouchables is a great movie, very quotable. Yeah. Capone, this is how you get, the knife scene is superb. Absolutely superb.
Where he makes him sing Happy Birthday to Jesus.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Hey, baby Jesus. Haven't seen The Princess Bride, but the other 5 were superb. Bad Taste came out that year. That's very true. That's the Chicago way. Yeah, superb. Don't worry, Efren. After the spaghetti, we'll watch a couple of movies. There you go. There you go. I don't care what anyone says. Plane, Trains, and Automobiles is probably one of the funniest movies of all time. Absolutely. 87 was going really well until Andrew was born and then ruined it. Yeah, just some class films, absolutely class films. But we've got more, chaps. We have got, again, we'll do the same. How you pick from these. We've got The Lost Boys. We've got Evil Dead 2, we talked about a little while ago. We've got the first Predator movie, RoboCop, Hellraiser, and the phenomenal Spaceballs. Again, 6 incredible films. Please, again, let us know which ones you haven't seen and pick one to briefly mention. James, we'll start with you.
I've seen everything except for Hellraiser and Spaceballs. Yeah, I mean, like my favorite out of this lot, obviously Evil Dead 2. I love I know like the comedy tone isn't for everybody, but I think that film holds up to this day. I love the kind of the slapstick moments of it, but the horror is really good. The characters are really good. Just having like a horror hero who has like an iconic look and iconic lines and stuff like that is really cool as well. You know, with the chainsaw and the boomstick and everything, like the fight at the end, the Dead by Dawn. You know, that's just a absolute classic. So I just adore that movie with everything.
A lot of love for Evil Dead 2 in the chat here. Lost Boys, really Peter Pan with vampires. Yeah, yep. Efren, how about yourself, mate?
I'd never seen Hellraiser. Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
and I never will. That whole character just bothers me.
I don't like it. I don't like the vibe of it either.
I'm not a Hellraiser fan, I have to say.
Yeah. My movie that I would pick, and it was filmed in Northern California, about 2 or 3 hours away from San Francisco, was Lost Boys. It was actually filmed in Santa Cruz, California. I was such a good movie when it first came out. You know, I was very enjoyable movie. You know, a little bit scary, but not much. You know, lighthearted scariness. That's my type of scary movie. You know, so I really enjoyed that movie a lot.
Yeah, big fan of Lost Boys.
Yeah.
Terry saying, amazingly, I've seen them all, but sorry, never found Spaceballs that funny. I think it tries too hard. I have to go back and rewatch it. It's a long, long time since I've seen it, to be honest. I feel Lost Boys is good, but it's a bit overrated. Predator, basically Rambo meets aliens. Yeah, and Jean-Claude Van Damme was meant to be the Predator. Did you say that the original suit was really rough?
Yeah.
Evil Dead 2 set me on the path one time. One I've walked ever since. But Clarence, can you fly, Bobby? In RoboCop is the best bad guy ever on film.
Oh, 100%. Kurtwood Smith is incredible in that film. And like I loved him. Like I was a big fan of his from That 70s Show. He plays Red on that. But yeah, he's just such a wonderful evil bastard villain. Like I think he's just great. Yeah.
Sorrel, what about yourself?
Never seen Evil Dead 2. So I've seen The Predator, obviously. I've never seen RoboCop. I've never seen Hellraiser. Never seen Spaceballs. The only one out of that lot, really, I would say I love the most is Lost Boys.
I must have misheard you. Sorry, I thought you said you haven't seen Evil Dead 2?
I haven't.
Okay.
RoboCop.
I'm not a big fan of Evil Dead. I'm not a big fan of him,
wild.
to be honest. I'm not a big fan of Evil Dead. I've seen
2
Darkness. I saw
mad
Darkness just because everyone showed it to me when I was a kid. But I'm not a massive fan of Evil Dead, the originals.
Not a fan of the chin.
No, wow. It's the comedy element to it. I don't get the humor in it. I'm just not.
But which one do you feel is too humorous if you haven't seen 2?
First one.
First one's played straight. First one's like
stupid, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's because it's cheap. It's a cheap 70s horror movie.
James,
Evil Dead 2 is purposely funny.
Don't attack him.
I'm not attacking him. I'm asking a question. If he's saying the comedy is like what part of comedy?
You're focusing on the wrong thing. He hasn't seen RoboCop.
I hadn't seen RoboCop until about 2 years ago. As they shown in the cinema. I hadn't seen it before.
Robert,
I'm not seeing the second.
You're coming with me. Oh, don't watch.
I was all like I grew up in the 90s where it was like you pick sides like Batman or Spider-Man and shit like that. So I mean it was always RoboCop or Terminator. So I was Terminator. I was Arnie. I was an Arnie.
I like RoboCop more than Terminator. I think RoboCop's cooler.
RoboCop's just classic. It's got some of the best lines in it, and
But I mean, Lost Boys is the reason I own a leather jacket to this day. It was the reason I spiked my hair like that for years. I wanted to be David so badly, and I still do. I would love to be a vampire in Santa Cruz. How could a million Chinese people be wrong, Michael?
And then we've got some TV goodness. We've got Married with Children, one of my all-time favorites. Just hilarious. We've got Star Trek TNG came out in 87. I mean, I was always a Star Trek fan, but TNG is really my go-to. I absolutely love TNG. Then we have the Turtles. Beauty and the Beast was a real interesting one. Don't know if any of you guys saw that. It's the guy who plays Hellboy.
Royal Bellman.
Yeah, really, really interesting series. The Storyteller, I absolutely loved.
You've like sparked a memory in me, Peter, because I'm looking at that and I'm like, I recognize this, and I can almost hear his voice.
Yeah, John Hurt, and it's
Yeah.
it's like each episode was a story, basically.
Yeah.
Anthology thing, which was superb. And then we've got good old Brave Star, one of my favorites. So some classic TV series there. Ephraim, we'll start with you. Any of these you want to mention? Any you remember seeing?
God, it's tough between the top two ones, but I think I'd have to pick Star Trek: The Next Generation, because to me, there had been nothing since the original Star Trek series had ended in the early 70s, and nobody ever knew it was going to come back. And to come back like after a decade and a half, basically, or more, I think it carried the franchise to where it's at now. You know, there's all kinds of Star Trek movies. So I think I would have to pick TNG. You know, and there's great acting. I read the autobiography of Patrick Stewart. It's a very good book to read. I highly recommend it. You know,
he's a really interesting guy.
Very interesting person. Yes.
Yeah, but TNG, one of my all-time favorites. Yeah. Married with Children, again, superb. Rogue Hop's a great movie. We've got Phil. Nice to see you, Phil. Hope you're doing well. Mr. GG, Superstar loves Annabelle. That's why. Yeah. And Simon, I see what you did there. I'll buy that for $1. Sorrel, what about you? Have you seen any of these?
Yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles I grew up with. I grew up with Star Trek and TNG as well, but the rest of them I don't think I've ever watched. I know of the Beauty and the Beast. I think it was on like Sci-Fi Channel growing up or something. But no, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, man, that's where it's at. I'm a 90s kid. I grew up with the Turtles. And that's the reason that I think half of us talk the way we do to this day. Radical dude, totally tubular.
Yeah.
I still say dude to this day. I'm terrible.
Banging the theme tune as well. Superb theme tune.
Yeah, all the 90s. All 90s TV had good theme songs, man. Yeah. And 80s.
James, what about you?
So I've not seen most of these. I've seen Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I know I saw as a kid. There was like episodes on here and there. I remember there was one where they went to Dublin, and it was horrendously offensive. I think they were trying to stop drugs in the port, coming into the port or something like that. It was like Shredder was importing drugs. It was something like really weirdly like serious. But I remember I had the Diddley Eye music and stuff like that. I was like, okay. And then the Storyteller, that picture's just jogged a memory of. I used to love that show when I was a kid. I can't remember. I'm gonna go back and watch an episode or two now.
Jim Henson, some great.
Yeah. I used to love that now. Yeah. So yeah.
It's superb. It really is. Loads of great comments here, guys. Lots of love for TNG, which is nice. Superstar says dude all the time. Brave Star, which was supposed to be a He-Man character because Tex was supposed to be the villain. Yeah. Real Love Storyteller. It's on YouTube. There's also a series of nice hardcover books as well. I've got 3 volumes of them, which are set in the Storyteller universe. And each one, I think it's like giants, ghosts, or something like that. But very, very cool. I didn't know that. TMG theme song written by the creator of The Big Bang Theory. Very cool.
Chuck Lorre? I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, a great year, guys. An absolute great year. Some of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles show was animated and near Dublin. I was surprised they weren't very stereotypical for their Irish episode. Chaps, it is quiz time. Now, I'm going to ask for some help tonight, guys. If some of you guys who are regulars can keep a little eye in the chat, because I think the sheriff has left the building. So I'll need you to kind of score for us if you don't mind. Basically, guys, we're going to have 5 rounds. Each round has got 5 questions. Write down your answers, and then we'll kind of convene at the end of each round to see who's got the most points. All right? And because I felt sorry for Sorrel, and because he's as you can see, he's drastically behind here.
I never tested well as a child, mate. But I'm a perfectly formed adult, so I'll be fine.
Sorrel, for you, we're going to do toys, action figures.
That doesn't mean I'm going to get any right, though, mate.
Well, no, you're right, because I've gone for my kind of action figures. So there's no skibbity.
Fucked me now, like.
Yeah. So,
me completely
now, guys, I've tried very much to try and spread the love a little bit, and make sure that on each slide there's at least one franchise that you know of. Okay, so all I'm going to do is for the first slide, there's 5 different toy franchises, I just want you to write down each of the franchises. All right?
All right, cool.
So here we go. First round. Nice and easy. You should, at the very least, be able to get 2 of those, I think. Okay? Andrew saying, is this ageist? Absolutely. Absolutely. So some classic toy lines there, guys. Some of my absolute favorites. Please don't put them in the chat, guys. Let them let them work through it themselves. So we've got 5 different toy lines. Dead easy ones, these.
One I don't know.
For you.
Efren, there's one there. I was thinking of you when I was designing these, Efren. There's one there that you've got to get, surely.
I think I got one for sure.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Has everybody got an answer?
I only got 2. So.
Yeah, I've got 2. No, 3.
Let me know in the chat numbers how many you think you've got, and then we'll go through them. Guys, I'm going to trust you to score yourselves, all right? And then we'll see who wins each round.
I've got 4 out of 5, same as Chris Bell, but I don't know what the bottom left one. I don't know what that is.
Okay. So we'll start with the top ones, the guys holding the banners. They are Spectral Knights. What is the action figure line called, guys?
Sectors.
Incorrect.
Is that not Sector? Oh, fuck's sake. I don't know that one then.
Anybody know? The Visionaries. Magical powers they fight. Superb Visionaries. Not to worry. Below them then. Efren, you got anything for that?
The one with Cobra on it, the snake?
Yeah, the glow-in-the-dark weapons.
No idea.
Anybody get one of those?
I guess Centurions.
Nope. Supernaturals. Supernaturals.
Nope.
Yeah, Stephen had Visionaries. Okay. The pink things, what are they?
Muscle.
Anybody else get that?
No.
What is it called?
Muscle men, they're called. The muscles.
Yeah, muscle man.
Wait a minute. I thought we were supposed to call the company.
Oh, no, the name of the toy
Name of
line.
the franchise.
Yeah, the name of the toy line.
Oh. I thought we were supposed to choose the name of the actual company who makes them.
No, the name of the franchise. So,
Okay.
So, for example, the one above that, Efren, do you know what franchise that's from?
No. Wait, what? In the middle?
Yeah,
Oh,
the middle.
Isn't that Transformers?
Exactly. So Transformers is the
Transformers. I
franchise.
have. Yep.
Yeah. So Efren's got Transformers. Who else got Transformers there?
Me.
I did.
Okay. And then the last one, James.
Is it G.I. Joe?
Nope.
No, it's not Cobra Commander, is it?
Nope.
It's the foot soldier from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Soldier from the first line of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Okay. So scores, guys. What did you get?
I just got one.
4 out of 5.
How many, Sorrel?
4 out of 5.
Okay, so Sorrel wins that round. Well done. Next round, guys, dead easy. We're going to show you 5 Masters of the Universe figures. All I want to know is the names of each of the characters.
I'm done. I don't know any of them.
Chris didn't get the bottom left one of that. You don't know any of those ones, Efren?
This is where I can take a nap, right? We were talking about.
Yeah, you can nod off,
I don't
Efren.
think
You
I know
can
half these. I think I only know
can-
1, 2.
nod off. These are classic characters, guys. I thought for sure you would get the first 2 at least.
I have the first 2, and the middle one is
first
it's on
one?
the tip. It's on the tip of my tongue.
The first one, I kind of know his name, but I call it something different, and I can't.
I'm going to give you a
real
clue.
name.
I'm going to give you a clue on the first one. The first letter of his name is kind of splattered all over his chest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Connie doesn't even know what Masters of the Universe is. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Kev says it's easy. Steven's got 4 out of 5.
I've
Chris,
got
4 out of
4, but
5.
I'm not confident.
Chris doesn't know the last one. That one on the right is not passing legally. 2025. Okay, chaps. So we have got Orko.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beastman.
No.
Yeah,
I said.
that's his man.
Roboto.
Machine? Oh, Roboto. I would say
No.
Machine Man.
Roboto. Then we've got Mechaneck.
No.
Then we've got King Hiss.
Yes, I have that one.
You got the hardest one out of all of them, James.
No, it's the snake one, King Hiss. I've heard of King Hiss, so I was like,
How
put
many-
2 and
how
2
many-
together there.
We've got 27 people watching this, Cac. James, how many did you get?
I
there,
got 2.
Sorrel?
I got Orko and King Hiss.
Sorrel, how many did you get?
2.
2. Efren?
What? Are we playing a game?
Did you
Zero.
win it?
I got a 0.
Right, Efren. We've gone for a round which I hope might be a bit easier for you. So we've got a line of figures. I want to know the full name of this toy series. And then I want to know the 3 characters on the side there, who each of those characters is. And then the last question for this is, why are those 3 characters very sought after?
So wait a minute. We're supposed to name the
toy
name?
line. The full name of the toy line.
Okay, I'm just gonna make a wild guess. You want me to say
it? No, not yet. But I'll give you a clue, Efren. It's the toys are based on a Marvel maxi series.
And you want us to name every single one of those figures in that grid?
No. I want you to name the full name of the toy series.
Yeah, got that.
And those 3 characters on the side.
3 characters, yeah.
Yeah. So Efren, you should be able to get 3 points there, easy, by naming the 3 characters. Yeah. 3 Marvel characters. And then I want to know why those 3 characters are so sought after.
I don't think I know where the middle one is. I'm taking a guess.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank on the middle one.
The middle one.
I think I know it.
Are they all villains?
I'm not telling you.
Because I don't think the middle guy, I'm trying to blank on him, man. I've seen him in all kinds of comic books, but I'm trying to blank on his name.
Chris has crashed out. 1 out of 5. Anton's got 4. Okay. I think I know the characters on the right, but I don't know the series. Classic toy line. Anybody know what the toy line's called?
Marvel Secret Wars.
Secret Wars. I was going to say Secret Wars too.
Yeah. So it's Secret Wars, with the full title is Marvel Superheroes.
Secret Wars.
But I'll give you a point for Secret
Thank
Wars. So you each get Secret Wars. The 3 characters, James, what have you got for them?
So the Electro, Iceman.
No.
And is it Iceman?
I don't think so.
Is
it?
And then is the middle one's a Constrictor or something like that? Is it?
Constrictor, correct.
And they were.
Hang on, had your horses, had your horses. So, guys, Efren, Iceman, Constrictor, Electro, Sorrel, Iceman, Constrictor, Electro. Did you get those 3?
I got Iceman and Electro.
Yeah.
I got Electro, but I said Silver Surfer.
Nah, nice. So, why do you think these were sought after figures? James, you know?
Is it they were exclusive to? I want to say Brazil, but I'm not sure. It's like they were exclusive to a country anyway, so they're like a bit rare.
Weren't available for sale in America.
Okay.
So they were not for sale in the United States for some reason, because the previous line didn't sell. So, what did you get point wise for that one?
2 out of 5.
5? I got 5. Do you count the Brazil answer?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5.
I got 2.
Okie dokie. So last round, guys. More toy lines. Now we've talked about one of these tonight. We've talked about one of these tonight, and the one in the center, Efren, you've got to get surely. So this is Efren. You've got all blurry, mate. This is again 5 classic toy lines. So I want to know what each of those toy lines are. Your toy knowledge is concerning us, guys.
The ball things is on the tip of my tongue.
That sounds so wrong, James.
Yeah.
You've got the balls on the tip of your tongue. Nice.
I feel like this is it.
Okay, sorry, Peter. I had to get my camera focused. What's the question? What are we supposed to answer?
Just what the toy lines are again. So same as the first line. What toy lines they're from. Lots of guys in the chat are saying 5 out of 5. They're confident on this one.
I have 4.
The middle one. It's the middle one.
There's one I'm really.
Yeah.
Perhaps don't focus on the character. Focus on the style of toy.
Well, yeah, it's a Kenner figure. It looks like Star Wars, but I'm not sure if it is.
The character in the middle looks like John Travolta, if you ask me.
Yeah. He's let himself go, but yeah.
Oh dear. Can we go back to comic books?
This is to try and give Sorrel a bit of a hand.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
Yeah, it's not worked. I think James.
It's
is
not
gonna be-
working. It's not working. James is
Went to
still.
the toys,
We have
but
been
you went
we
to
have
the
been
toys, I
hosting a
don't-
toy show for several years, so like I do pay attention.
I'm only going to get it if it's toys I collect. It should have been a whole like a plushie round. I would have fucking.
Some
stormed
Skibbity
through.
Toilet, Peter, Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, come on, you know.
Phil is saying this era of toys are all shite, and for I don't know the one in the middle. Okay, well, let's go with them. Top corner we've talked about already tonight. What is that? We'll start with you, Sorrel. Any idea what that is?
Isn't it Cowboy? They call Cowboy?
If he was just listening 2 slides ago.
I don't have to fucking dinner an hour ago. What you got?
Brave Star, isn't it?
Brave
Brave
Star.
Star.
Yep.
Brave Star. Yeah. Below that, Efren, do you know what these are?
I want to say Cuddly Bears.
Sonia. But Efren, because you
Care Bears. Care Bears.
Exactly. I'm going to give you it, Efren. I'm going to give you it. Care Bears. We'll go to the far corner now. The bottom corner. What are they?
The bottom right, Mad Balls.
Yeah.
Mad Balls.
Mad Balls. Yep, love them. And then above that, we've got
Mask.
Mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grand.
In the middle,
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
That's an Ugnaught, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't look like a bloody young man.
Boom. 5 out of 5, baby.
You guys
4
got
out of 5.
5. So, by my reckoning, let us know in the chat. But my reckoning, James, you've won that quiz again.
Happy days.
Bloody hell! There's no stopping this man. There's
Why
no
did you
stopping
get?
him.
How much did you get?
I'll have 5.
He's won
I
three
was
in a
looking
row.
at the truck. I was looking at the truck. No, not all of them. I was looking at the truck, and I was like, it's not obviously not Transformers because we've had it already. And then I thought I took a punt on Mask, and
How many did you get overall?
I don't know the other ones.
3 rounds. You won 3 rounds.
Can next week be Sports in America?
No. We'll even the playing field next week, guys. We'll do a round on food.
Spanish words that are in Spanish.
We'll do food or something next week. I only know Care Bears and I'm 63. Simon says the audience is a winner. Absolutely, yeah. Phil, I was looking at the truck. Rhino Rig. That's Rhino Rig. Anton got 5. Very cool. Okay, chaps, let's crack on and do a few reviews. We've got a couple to talk about tonight. Wednesday. Are we all up to speed with Wednesday? Have we all watched Wednesday? Oh,
Talk. Go ahead. Talk about it if you want.
Effort, have you watched Wednesday?
So yeah, they just showed the first 4 episodes, right? They took a break.
It's back.
This is back now.
Back and they've done the other
Oh, it's
part.
back.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
no, it's back.
We'll not do spoilers then. Sorrel, overall thoughts on this season of Wednesday. Where does it stack up compared to the last season, do you think?
I think it was better than the first season. I like this season a lot. I thought the story progressed. There's still loads of stuff they haven't told us, and they're going to go into in series 3 now, which I think is even better. We're getting slowly drip fed all the lore and information, which I love.
So just in relation to that, and again, no spoilers for people. We know season 3 has been commissioned.
Greenlit. Yeah, it's already written.
Yeah, this season ends with kind of a summer holiday
cliffhanger.
thing. Do you think our next season is going to be that, or we're picking up when that's all finished and they're back at the school?
I wonder if they're going to do similar to what they did for series 2. You know, in that first episode where it's like over the summer, I got kidnapped by a serial killer and all that kind of stuff. I think they'll do like a just recently on Wednesday kind of thing, and they'll sort of like talk about it. But yeah, it's hard to say without going into spoilers. So I won't go into spoilers. But yeah, they're going to definitely cover it. But I don't think it'll be like a season all based on the summer holidays.
Yes.
It's about the time at Nevermore, and it's like Harry Potter. Every season's a new year. And if she gets a vampire friend next series, then it's basically Monster High now.
Yes.
Because there's a werewolf, there's a zombie person. There's a.
I have to say, I don't know why, but every time Wednesday comes around, I'm like, I'm not that fussed. Do you know what I mean? But then I watch it and I really enjoy it. I loved it. So I loved the first season and I thoroughly enjoyed this season. I thought it was really, really strong. A great cast. All I would say, and this will upset the diehard Jennifer Ortega fans, is out of it all, she's my least favorite character. I could almost do without her in the show. I think the surrounding cast and the rest of the Adamses are far more interesting. Her how can I put it? Her dour kind of presentation actually starts to wear after a while, and it's like, can it be chewed? Do you know what I mean?
The standout character for me this series was the Invisible Girl.
Absolutely,
She was amazing.
Loved her. Yeah, loved her.
I hope she comes to become is better in the second half because I hated her in the first half.
No,
Good
she comes into her own in the second part, and there's a good bit. They mention her father and stuff like that, but we don't know who her father is. So there's a story there that we're not quite being told yet, which I think will be interesting.
Does it because you know how the last season, it's very much the same kind of arc. Is that wrapped now, and the next one will be a new thing, or is it still no? Okay,
it's still the kind of
mystery show that doesn't resolve the mystery is always a bit annoying.
They just get a new one. So the series 2 kind of wraps up everything that crossed over from series 1, but the things we've got fed in series 2 are going to feed into series 3 now. It's how the kind of series 3. I'm guessing will wrap up season 2, and then a new mystery with going into the second part. And they'll keep doing it that way. So it drip feeds the information.
I mean, I get the other thing I would say is. It's pretty darn gruesome at points. I mean, there's some pretty, what I would class as proper horror in this, and with some of the characters. Again, not going to spoil it, but it's pretty gruesome.
The character of Isaac was basically Tim Burton's way of bringing his Vincent character to life, wasn't it? From Frankenweenie, because that is basically all it is. Yeah. It's the story of Frankenweenie kind of retold. It was, you can tell it's got a Tim Burton touch to it.
Very, very cool. Well worth checking out, guys. I guess. The only thing I was going to say is they made a big hoo-ha about Lady the Gaga being in this. It's not really a significant role. I mean, a great episode, but her as the Lady Gaga wasn't. It was like, all right, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, give it time.
You think she's going to come back?
Well, I think so.
Okay. Okay. Then we have got Peacemaker. James, I'm going to come to you for this because I'm going to. Everyone will talk Star Trek in a bit. Okay. What have you thought of the late? Is everybody up to speed with the latest Peacemaker episode?
I haven't seen the last episode, but you guys can talk about it. I don't mind spoilers or anything. I'm all good with it.
Last episode, then. What did you think, James?
Incredible. Honestly, it's the best episode of I think the entire series, season 1 in this. I just love what they're doing. I love the story and where that's going. I think the emotional arc of this season could be fantastic. Yeah, it's I think the humor in it just really works. I don't know why in the last episode, or not the newest one, but the one before that, the bird blindness joke just really tickled me for some reason. I found that really funny, and then they play it seriously. Action sequence in this one's awesome, I think, as well. And this whole other universe is just really interesting, and there's going to be a ball dropped at some point, surely. There's even if you pay attention to the type of people that are there, you'll notice something, and I think that's going to tie into a reveal later on. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's really cool. I think John Cena is really, as an actor, has come into his own. He's been phenomenal in this, and I like Amelia Harcourt. The character has finally clicked for me. I think I really like her as well.
Yeah.
Just stellar, really stellar, and I'm just excited as every episode's coming out. What's going to happen next?
I was wavering, I have to say, after the first episode and the second episode, but the last episode really pulled us back in. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I thought it was great. So yeah, looking forward to more. Ephraim, last week we were talking about I can't remember how we got on. I think one of the guys in the chat mentioned Star Trek. And if someone mentioned that this movie, Star Trek Into Darkness, was one of the worst movies. So I went back and rewatched it last night. It's a retelling of Khan.
Yeah.
But albeit quite different, set in the Kelvin universe. I really loved it. I really, really enjoyed it. What are your thoughts on this film?
I remember when it first came out, and I liked it. What's his name? Cumberbatch?
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was him until afterwards. He became more famous. I enjoyed this movie. I thought it was well done. It was, the Kelvin universe. It was right after the first one came out, which I really enjoyed a lot too. So I thought this movie was well done, and it was enjoyable. Would I watch it again? Yeah. If I had a chance to, I'll watch it again. I thought it was a good movie.
Yeah. I mean, it's, for me, as a big Star Trek fan, it's not a patch on the original Wrath of Khan.
Yeah.
I don't think the storytelling's as strong, but it's got some good beats to it. I did quite enjoy it. I love the new kind of Starfleet craft. When that appears, I think that's really, really interesting. But I tell you what struck us more than anything. What a perfect cast this is for this new universe in terms of emulating or referencing the previous cast. I think every single one of them is pretty much spot on. Thingy Quentin, the guy who plays, is it Quentin? The guy who plays Spock?
Yeah.
is pitch perfect. It's he's phenomenal in the role. It's a shame we only got the 3 films. I know I was reading a review recently, and I know they've been trying to get a 4th film off the ground, and obviously it's going to be a different feel to it because obviously the chap who was playing Chekhov tragically died. But I really enjoyed it.
So I'm hoping they'd make another one too, but it's, as far as I know, a couple of years ago, they said they weren't, still in the water, so to speak. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed this particular group of actors, and they become real famous. The Uhura, I'm trying to blank, Zoe Saldana. Yep. I mean, she won an Oscar last year. And Chris Pine, and everybody in this show was really, really well done.
Rather than try and emulate an original series Star Trek cast, I would just rather cast a bunch of new people and just do a new movie. Just make up your own new cast and do a big with Star Trek alone, you've got a lot of storylines that you could instantly pluck out, and you just need an interesting cast with cool characters, and you're there.
So I absolutely agree.
I keep emulating Spock all the time.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. I think they did that with TNG, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, all those kind of things, which were great. But I think in these series of movies could have totally fallen flat in their arse, but they got the casting pretty nigh on perfect, and they referenced the old cast enough. But it is new. It's nice seeing Leonard Nimoy in this one as well.
I forgot he was in legacy cast.
Right.
It was nice seeing him. I mean, he looks rough, but yeah, it was nice seeing him in it. Just jumping in the chat, Andrew, who's a big Star Trek fan, 944 episodes of TV and 14 movies, and you choose to talk about Into Darkness. What I watched, mate. I think it's your fault. You made us watch it. Khan is suspended animation before the Kelvin universe spins off. How did he turn from? Yeah, it doesn't make sense. You're absolutely right. And I also don't think the death scene is anywhere near as powerful as the original Wrath of Khan.
They hired Cumberbatch for that voice, though, didn't they? It was his voice they wanted for Khan. That dark, sinister tone. But I wish they would do more with the Voyager timeline. I wish we'd get some more movies and more things spin off from Voyager.
I just remember when it was coming out and they were doing press and everyone was just like, "Oh, you're Khan, aren't you?" No. And everyone just had to lie through their teeth.
But it was so obvious. It was so obvious. That's what I thought. The bodies being in the torpedoes was really interesting. I quite like that. Strange New Worlds, I've still not gotten to, Sean. I know Efren's been watching that. But yeah,
Strange New Worlds is good.
Yeah, I need to
get it a lot, Peter, because they incorporate some of the Enterprise, the ones we know. Some of the actors are starting to come into that one too. Because Pike, everybody knows what happens to him.
Yes.
Kirk shows up every now and then. So it's good.
Yeah, I loved Picard as well. Season 3 in particular of Picard was amazing. It was really good. Season 2 was a bit ropey, but season 3 was superb.
I grew up with Voyager, me, because like Star Trek, TNG, I kind of watched, but it was my dad's show, if that makes sense. My dad watched TNG. Voyager was the new one, so I was like, oh, I'm watching Voyager. 7 of 9 was in it and all that kind of stuff. So I'm watching that one. And like TNG was my dad's show, if that makes sense. So I never really.
So I watched TNG, but the original series was my dad's show, so we kind of watched them together, And I loved Voyager. I enjoyed Deep Space Nine, but I have to be honest, I was always as much as I love Star Trek, I was more Babylon 5 man than Deep Space Nine. If I had to pick between the two, loved the latter seasons of Babylon 5 were some of the best TV ever. Very cool. Anyway, we'll have to do more about Star Trek at some point because we've got people who enjoy Star Trek in the chat. So I'd like to talk about Star Trek. Well, yeah, big Trekkie. I even wear my uniform. So we'll maybe it's me, you, Efren. I know James isn't a Trekker. Maybe get our heads together.
I like these movies. I like the.
Too late, James. You're not in.
It feels like you're just doing a thing to exclude me. That's
yeah. Then we've got. We have got no Andrew, mate. You shouldn't, because I think we're all Star Trek fans. So absolutely, we'll chat about it. Then we've got the finale of Dexter. This season has been nothing short of phenomenal. I've loved every minute of it. Love him taking the piss here in this scene where he's kind of mocking the main bad guy in the series. It concludes beautifully, whereas I would be happy for them to just draw a line and end it there, but they're not going to. Which is fine. If we get the same quality of writing for the next season is amazing. Any of you guys watch this season?
I haven't. I was waiting for it to all come out and I'll binge it through it.
It's just brilliant. brilliant.
I've seen some clips and I'm loving Angels rolling there. I think it was really cool as well.
Yeah, some of the guest stars in it have been superb. It's just great. And yeah, it's just great. Can't talk about it enough. The Northman. Any of you guys seen The Northman?
Yeah, I saw this in the cinemas. It's Robert Eggers, isn't it? Love this one.
Yeah. Great movie.
Didn't like it?
Yeah. I did. Efren, that looks a bit like you on the front.
That was me in the 70s.
Yeah, the 70s, yeah. I did like it. I thought it was really good. It just had a little bit of too much weirdness for me.
Fair.
Like
that's Robert Eggers movies for you.
Yeah.
I think the action is just incredible in it. Like there's a 7-8 minute action sequence, one take thing. Yeah. That's just mind blowing. Like I don't know how they did it.
I like the fact that it's like a mythology based movie, and it plays it quite. How can I put it? Quite straight in terms of it being a period piece, but then the throw kind of really weird stuff in it, like the sword can only be drawn during the night and stuff. So it's got very much a mystical and magical feel to it. Mm-hmm. So I did like it, but I can't say I was blown away. There was a lot of stuff saying this is this generation's Gladiator.
That's all overblown. It's just a very, very solid, interesting film, I think. And it's probably might be my favorite Robert Eggers.
I could have done without the weird chanting and barking and dancing and stuff randomly inserted in, and it was just what's going on here? But yeah, it was all right. Just quickly jump in the chat. Andrew takes his Trek. You can't take Trek too seriously, mate. I had an encyclopedia and I had the blueprints for the Enterprise. Nobody Trek is life, so don't worry about that. Sorrel doesn't watch Dexter, he said in his live show.
Nope.
Start with a click. Shelley loved Dexter at the twist at the end. Yeah, I loved. Yeah, I'm not going to spoil it for people.
I want to watch the new series of Dexter. I've just never seen the other 10-odd series before it, which is the
really
problem.
Need to.
There will be a 20-minute YouTube video that sums the whole thing up for you.
I've watched, I tried to watch series 1 of Dexter a little while back, and I just couldn't get into it. It just seemed slow.
Some of there will be scenes in this where people appear who've been in previous series and are now dead, and you're like, for you'll probably not even recognize or reference who they are, but it doesn't really matter. You can still watch it and enjoy it, I think.
Does Dexter get better as it goes on? Like I say, I've only ever watched series 1, part of series 2 kind of thing. Does it get
one, 2, 3, 4 are 4 in particular is considered the best one. That's John Lithgow plays the villain in that. And then it kind of declines a bit. There's some weird storyline decisions with the sister and stuff. And then people didn't really like the last catch-up series, didn't they? And then the prequel people love, and then this one people love.
I would just give this a go and see what you think. It's because even just for the stellar supporting cast. Phil watched The Northman on the weekend. It was okay. Yeah, I think that's how I am with it. It was overhyped. Sean's saying got 2 copies of the encyclopedia. Give it another go. Dexter is awesome. Absolutely loved it.
Surprise, motherfucker. I love that. It's one of my favorite moments in any show ever.
Well, you get that in this.
I've seen that clip.
Yeah. So then we have got Alien Earth. Who's watched the latest episode of Alien Earth?
Not yet.
Efren, tell me what you thought of this one, then, mate.
I was a little bit confused at the beginning. I go, wait a minute, where are they at? So the first episode, they show the characters that are on the ship coming to Earth, and then they all die, and that's it for them, basically. This episode, which is, I think it's episode 5, I think they just went by?
5, yeah.
5 or 6. Yeah. It shows what happened to them. And it shows all the creatures that they're bringing to Earth. I go, they're so dumb. Why are they bringing these creatures to Earth? Something's going to happen eventually, and it does. All hell breaks loose on the ship. But I noticed there's the one creature with the eye. He was tapping on the glass, trying to warn her.
See, that's how I read it as well.
I think he's distracting. It's distracting her, so she doesn't notice the things going in. No,
tapping kind of for them.
Why would he try and help? Why would he try and help at all?
We don't know. See,
I don't know.
And there was another scene. Sorry, spoilers. When the eyes attacked the alien, I thought they were going to take him over, but I don't think they did. No. They were trying to get to his eye. There was more than one. I thought it's a really well done show and series, and this Alien franchise after all these years is just keeps on coming up with new ideas. I heard there may be a sequel to Romulus, Alien Romulus, too.
Yeah, the script's written, and it's not going to be Fede Alvarez. They're going to get another director, and I would say just give Nola Hawley control of Alien going forward. I think.
Yeah, so I think it's a well done movie. And I keep forgetting this Alien Earth is before the original Alien movie, right?
It's two years before.
2 years before.
Yeah.
Okay, and I can't wait for that teenage whiz kid to get his comeuppance.
Oh, absolutely.
I was saying this to Peter because I hated him before when he was just an opportunistic asshole.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's like, oh, this is all his fault. So he has to have a horrific death.
Horrific.
Yeah.
Kev's asking what channels it on. It's Disney Plus over here. You're in the States, but Kev, I think, aren't you? I don't know what.
It's on Hulu. I know it's on Hulu, but I think it may be on Disney Plus too. But Hulu for sure, because I've been watching on Hulu. So.
The alien doesn't have an eye, so I Spider couldn't take over. Yeah, I mean that's a freaky. And I was saying to the guys the other night, I don't think we've seen all the species yet. We've seen the eye alien, we've seen the weird like bug blood drinking alien things, we've seen the plant thing. But isn't there meant to be 5 species or something?
I thought they said something more like a 9
like
or
9
11.
or 10. Yeah,
something like that.
What about the one who spilled it into the drink? All the little
the little alien things. Yeah. But so I haven't seen a whole load of species that were apparently on the ship.
What they can do? Like,
I have another question. The remaining person on the ship, what is he? Is he half human and half?
He's enhanced, so his arm is robotic.
Yeah.
Okay, but he is human.
He's
Cyborg.
human. Yeah, he is. Yeah, cyborg. He's
not like the other. He's not like the other.
No, the other one's a synth.
No,
the other one's like
no.
You know, he's human. He just has like some mechanical parts.
Okay, I was trying to figure out what character is he, because I don't think that character's never been introduced in Alien movies or shows, have they?
I just love the depth that they give him in this, where you see about like his daughter when he was on the thing. It's just so good. Like,
I like the little things that they put into these shows, like the original Alien movie. The keyboard, it has a raised little keyboards and things that makes it similar to the original first Alien movie. The TV screen, you know, how it looks like, all the words that come across it.
Yeah, the little blinking light room where they talk to the computer and everything.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm calling it now. The final episode, we're going to expect to see the Predator. We're going to expect to see it, and there's going to be like a fake out, right, where we're not going to get it. And then there's going to be either a post credit or another scene where it shows, you know, the blonde alien lady that's in Badlands, the blonde android lady. We'll see her as a whole android, and it'll be like the cargo's secure. They'll shut the ship doors. It'll set off. You'll just hear the little rumbling noise.
See, of the Predator. You know what? I would be happy.
Probably bang on there.
Yeah, I would be happy.
And then you're going to see that crash landing Predator. Yeah.
I would just be happy to have a Predator noise. You know, the very distinctive grab. Do you know who does that voice? Just as, and I probably told you this before. Peter Cullen, Optimus Prime. Yeah. He was asked to do the voice, do a test run for it. So he turned up, but they wouldn't show him what the Predator would look like. So he refused and said, "Show us. I just need to see the creature with the mask off and all the rest of it." They showed him it, and he said it looked like a crab to him. So he made like a kind of a cuddly kind of noise or whatever. And it's
you guys, 2 questions. Do you know how many episodes this is going to be?
There's 3 more.
Just 3 more.
I know we were talking earlier about is one of the species going to be a predator, but that would have required this crew to capture a predator, and I don't think that's happened. So one would have to show up out of nowhere, and I just think that will be too confusing for people. I think you are right. I think a post-credit scene with Ella Fanning, I think, is entirely on the cards. So that would make sense.
But I wonder if she's going to be a synth, or if she's going to be one of these new, what you call it, like the.
That's clever.
Yeah.
Well, no, sorry. She's a Wayland Yutani synth in that movie, whereas this is Prodigy is a different company. So, but that would have been really cool that she was a real person, and that would have sewn in beautifully. I think, Pete, you should be in charge of these.
I know I should. I know. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Great series. Cannot recommend it enough. That last film for me. Sorry, that last episode was like watching a movie, an absolute incredible. It was just superb. Couple of comic book reviews for you guys. Briefly going to touch on Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, because I think we're going to do me and some of the guys are going to do a more detailed, proper review on it. I read this last week. I've told you before about how when I read a book, if I fall in love with it, I immediately rush out. So I rushed out and bought a CGC 9.8 of the first issue of this, because this
first appearance of Krem,
one of
the Yellow Hills.
I bubbled at points in this. It's absolutely heart-wrenching. Have you all read it now?
No, I haven't read it.
Efren, get it read, and we'll do a special show where the four of will review this book.
I'd love to just gush for an hour about it. It's so I want to read it. I would love to read it again just for the review show.
Have you read it, Sorrel?
I've got it. I've not read it yet, but I have it.
Superb.
Surprisingly dark, like in terms of the journey she's on and like what she's seeing and how that's affecting her. I was like surprised how serious it got. Moments, and I wonder if the movie is going to go that far with that as well.
So just to reassure, and again, it's James. Well, it's not James Gunn writing the movie, but in terms of the DC universe, the saying that the movie's based on this book, I don't know how the hell they can base it on this book, because this book's massive in terms of the scope of it. But Efren, you mentioned you didn't like the drunk element of it. The drunk element in the book is literally a few pages.
Okay.
It's not a big issue. It's basically it's her birthday, so she wants to get drunk, so she goes to a different planet and gets drunk. That once that's done, that's not referenced really. It's just a Supergirl story. So
that'd be the first scene or the first like few minutes of the movie. Yeah. You can kind of tell because you know how Lobo's in the movie. You can almost sort of tell exactly where he's going to slot in. Gotcha. Like towards the beginning.
Yeah,
I sort of imagine that's why in Superman she was the way she was. I don't think we'll get a film with her just like that. I think she was genuinely hungover or still drunk, and we're going to get like the night before scene in the movie, and then her picking up the dog, and then her movie continuing. I think that'll be like a first 10-second little snippet.
Do you think Crypto's role in this is going to be the same?
I think Tom King's involved in the movie.
Yeah,
but I honestly think the movie's not going to really resemble this.
It'll just be because the little girl's cast Krem is the villain. Like it's
I can't see how they can do this book justice in one movie. It's too big. It's too wide, and you don't get the heart and the feeling of it if you don't get the full journey. I don't want to spoil it for people. Do you know what I mean? But her progression, Supergirl's progression, book by book, is what makes this good to watch and to read. You know, the optimism, then the not optimism, and then all that kind of stuff. So yeah, Phil's just saying an amazing read. Phil, when we do a review, mate, you're more than welcome to join me because I think it'll be fun to talk about this book. The Average Collector, nice to see you. Thanks very much for joining. Kind of related, not sure if you've touched on it in the past. Do you think Matt Reeves, the Batman, will be in the James Gunn DC universe? I hope so.
I just at this point he's so adamant. I just don't think it's gonna. Like it's wishful thinking to say. And like there would be some. We don't know what Harley Quinn's situation. If you have Matt Reeves, do you bring in that version of Joker that we've seen in that, or the version of Riddler and stuff? And I would love it because I think Corn Sweat and Pattinson would make a really good team up. Like they would suit each other.
Yeah.
But then I'm also excited to see like the tone of what a different Batman will be like.
I think this movie's. The second one is taking so long for it to come out. I think that holds it against them for bringing it into this universe. Who knows if they're going to make a third one? And then maybe after that, there was 2 trilogies. Maybe bring him into DC Gunn's universe. But by then, it'll be like 10 years from now.
Yeah, it's funny. We actually forgot to talk about the fact that they announced Superman 2. Tomorrow. Yeah. That's out the same year as the Batman Part 2. So like Superman just came out, and that's the sequel's already dated for the same time as Batman Part 2, which was 4 years ago or whatever.
Mr. JJ, thank you very much for that. We do appreciate that. It was very kind of you to say thank you. Phil doesn't want the Batman to be linked. He wants it as a standalone. Is the Clayface movie Reeves-verse or Gunverse? Yeah, so
that's the good DCU. It was written initially to be a Reeves-verse one, and then James Gunn loved it so much that he asked them to change it to the DCU.
Yeah. Chris is saying he didn't rate it. Chris, do you mean the Batman movie, or are you talking about Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow? Because I think you'd love Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. I think you're talking about the Batman. I think it's interesting how rushed they've announced Superman to Batman 2 and Superman 2 will be filmed at the same time. That is interesting, yeah.
Just efficiency, I think. It's he had the idea and he wrote the script, and hey, we have most of the cast together. Like, let's just get going on it.
James Gunn has nothing to do with the Batman 2 coming out at all. He doesn't have any creative.
He would have approved the script because he's in charge of DC films,
right? So he does have some involvement in it, but it's not his universe. Yeah. Okay, I just want to make sure I understood that.
Right, chaps, just conscious of the time, so let's move on. We've got 30 people watching, so thank you so much for that, everybody. Guys, 2 horror-related books. So I was going to keep them for the horror channel, but actually I got too excited because I've read these books and I want to talk about them.
Yeah, okay.
You both need to read absolutely the first book here, Everything Dead and Decaying. Let us know in the chat if you guys have read this. This is just such an interesting concept. So this is basically about a virus that spreads the earth and basically turns people into kind of zombies, so they all start decaying and there's bits falling off them, and you know the want blood and bone to eat and all that kind of stuff. And this is a story basically of a farmer who's lived his entire life building crops and look after animals and stuff. And the way the book is structured is phenomenal. It kind of goes through step by step, and waking up in the morning, saying good morning to his daughter and going downstairs and making breakfast and all that kind of stuff. And he goes up to tend his land and stuff. And you keep getting these weird flashes throughout the story of like dead bodies and stuff. And it's like, what the fuck? Basically, it turns out that everybody's dead. He's the only person that survived this apocalypse. But he's living with his dead daughter and his dead husband and just kind of feeding them now and then and stuff. And he has conversations with people. And then you get flashes to show you that the people are dead. It's a corpse he's talking to,
Nice,
but
okay.
you see the live person, then it flashes to the dead person. Just really, really interesting. Really, really cool. So well worth checking out. I'd definitely read that one.
Oh, good that read.
We've then got James Tinian's take on The Invisible Man.
Is this basically just telling the story of the Invisible Man again? Because like all of them so far have just been more or less retellings.
So the Dracula was a retelling. The Creature and Frankenstein was slightly different, but this it's a long time since I've seen Invisible Man. I think this is just a retelling. It feels very, very similar to Invisible Man.
How could you see the Invisible Man?
I had to strain my eyes every. Do you know what? It was all right. It didn't blow us away. But it was all right. I will read on.
See, I'm persevering with it because I'm hoping that we're finally going to get a bloody crossover at some point. I'm hoping for something. They can't just be doing this for nothing.
Yeah.
If it comes to the end of all these and there's no at the end of it, I will cry.
It just ends.
We've still got the Wolfman, haven't we? We've still got the Wolfman, and I'm hoping they're going to do a Bride of Frankenstein.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You think they're going to do that one?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I would think so.
Cool.
Yeah.
Van Helsing. I want a Van Helsing.
Van Helsing.
Well, if they're basing it on the original Universal monsters, so that's still Phantom of the Opera still to go. The Wolfman and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde was an original black and white, wasn't it? And I think that's where they'll stop, maybe, because I don't think there's many more after that, is there?
No.
There's all the sequels then, isn't it? Like House of Frankenstein, House of Dracula. And...
Yeah. Chris is saying, so it's not a John Cena biography. No, not on this occasion, mate. Not on this occasion. Yeah, they're taking the time to get them all out. Dracula was 2 years ago. Yeah, it feels like we're talking about that a long time ago. Pardon me. Okie dokie, chaps. That's it. We've come to the end of the show. Just to mention, we have got memberships over on the channel. We've gone over 2 hours tonight, so thank you to everybody for sticking with me. Probably going to be doing another live show at the weekend where I finally get my Batman books to talk about. But on Friday, we've got this. We have got Daredevil Yellow. We're going to be reviewing this over on Rusty Staples with Andy at 8 o'clock. We're going to be talking about this. We're going to talk about Batman 1, and we're going to talk about the Punisher book that is just freshly out. So those books coming up, those stories coming up, sorry, to check out. Hashtag TripleG for your giveaway, so stick that in the comments. Guys, what else have we got going on? What's happening over on One Good Scare, James?
Yeah, so we just had Sorrel on as a guest last Friday for talking about all the news and The Conjuring. We kind of did a big special on that. And then this week we'll have I'll Be Right Back on the original Conjuring movie as well. So that's being edited at the moment.
Good stuff. Efren, what's happening over on your channel, mate?
I'm doing shorts every now and then, and Peter and I are probably going to do our advanced orders for September. And hopefully, knock on wood, we have been talking to a specific artist, one of them, and it looks like we're going to be doing a show with him hopefully by the end of this month. You know, city to become available. This is an artist we get on every now and then. We just talk about their careers. So I've been reaching out to some artists, and hopefully that will work out for us.
Excellent. Excellent. Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Sorrel, what's happening over on your channel, mate?
Over my channel on Friday, I'm going to be going to see The Long Walk, the new Stephen King
Oh,
film.
it's getting
Looking
really
forward
good
to that.
reviews.
Is it?
Getting really good reviews, yeah.
Looking forward to that. Other than that, I've been posting a bunch of long form vlogs this week of toy hunts and stuff like that. So go check them out. I've posted one literally tonight as we're talking. One has gone live, so go watch.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Good stuff. Good stuff.
There was a real quick, sorry, Peter, on the long walk. There was this one movie theater or somewhere in, I forgot where it was exactly. You know, you have to go 3 miles per hour. You have to stay 3 miles per hour. Where they were going to show the people watching a movie had to be on a treadmill, and
They did that for the press screenings.
Yeah, they did for screenings. Yeah, they had to walk 3 miles the whole movie.
Oh yeah. I forgot to put it in the slides last week. I saw there's videos of it. And stuff.
That's a great little.
I would have done it if they were just doing it here. Like, it would have been fun.
Phil, you haven't mentioned the Jackman Wolverine. I mentioned it earlier on, mate. Are you getting that one? Mine's not arrived yet. I'm expecting it this week, so I'm hoping it comes before the weekend. I don't know if you guys have seen it. This is the Wolverine hot toy Hugh Jackman. It is absolutely phenomenal. But it's one of these figures that's going to really upset us because the head sculpt for Hugh Jackman is so good, but I cannot have it without the mask on. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. Mr. GG, I think you've got it, mate. I think you've got it. So thank you so much for that. Right, chaps, shall we give away some comic books? Let's see what we've got. Let's just share my.
I think he thinks every time he puts it in, he gets an extra one.
Yeah, he gets an extra one.
Yeah.
Right, guys. Oh, where's it gone? There we are. And we're off. Best of luck, everybody. I mean, if Mr. GG wins,
I was about to say everyone's going to start spamming.
And tonight's winner is Lewis C. Cross. Congratulations, Lewis. 5 comic books for you, my friend. Drop us a line over on Instagram and we shall send these books to you. But let's pick you some comics. Yeah, Phil, I cannot not display him with the mask. The mask looks amazing. I'm going to have bare arms. And unlike the film, you can actually put the shoulder pads still on with the bare arms. So I like the look of that. Okay, good stuff. Lewis, let's see what we're going to give you. Oh, my God. It's heavy. It's going to break me bloody back, this. Going to break me back. Right, chaps. James T. of the Keegan. Pick us a
second from the front.
Second from the front. Okay. Efren?
Second from the back.
Okay. Sorel?
In the middle.
Nice. James T?
The very back.
The very back. Nice. And last one, Efren.
Scroll so I can tell you to stop. Stop.
We've been talking about it tonight. Okay. So let us make myself big. There we are.
Wow, you did it seamlessly, Peter. That was like a professional, transfer to right.
I didn't balls it up for change. And nobody's noticed my sexy shirt tonight, ladies and gents. I thought I'd dress up for the occasion. Yeah. So, Lewis, drop us a line on Instagram. You have won a book by a good friend of the channel. Fantastic book called Digital. This is chapter 4. Superb Kickstarter book. So please go check out the Digital Kickstarter. But you get issue 4. Issue 5's coming out shortly, I think, by Russ Watkins. Great story. Really cool story. So check that one out. You've got this. This is a nice Hulk number 1. This is the bizarre 3D cover. I don't know if you guys saw this, but you stick your 3D glasses on.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
And you get the Hulk image. You can't really see like this, but basically it changes the image. It's really nice. Really cool book.
Be careful. I heard you turn into the Hulk if you put on those glasses too.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. This is a bit of a minor key. So this is Radiant Black issue number 1. I've never read that series. Any of you guys read it? Radiant Black?
I have. It was a really good series. It got a little bit long in between. I got confused, but it's a good series. Yeah.
It's meant to be really good. So worth checking out. Bit of an old classic. Nice one. This is Iron Man versus the Living Laser. Armor Wars Part 2. So Iron Man 260. Cool. And then this is a nice book, Lewis. This is a very nice book. We've been talking about it tonight. This is one of my all-time favorite covers. This is Marvel Superheroes number 1. Love that cover. Just look
Yeah.
at that. I mean, Alex Ross has done a great version of this cover.
I have that
seen
book. I have that
Yeah.
Alex Ross version of it. Yeah, it's a very cool book.
It's just one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah.
So yeah, nice book, mate. Nice book. So drop us a line on Instagram, Lewis, and we'll get these comics plus some cards and some stickers off to you within the next few days. So good stuff, my friend. Okie dokie, chaps. That's the end of another show. Just over 2.25 hours. Not bad.
Wow.
Not bad going. It's flown by. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll do another quiz next week. See if Sorrel can. Sorrel, we'll get you something. Sorrel, messages your kind of, if you're going to mastermind, what your key topics would be, and we'll try and read that in. All right. You do the same, Efren. James, don't bother. But you do the same, Efren. Right?
US sport, man. I'll send you any baseball, football, basketball stuff, you know.
Football. Oh, God. I wouldn't have a clue what kind of questions to ask you.
Yeah.
Right. Chaps, thank you so much for your time tonight. Thank you to everybody in the comments. You've been superb as usual. Do appreciate you, but we'll catch you all next time. Take care, everybody. Bye.
The curtains close. It's time to go. We really hope you enjoyed the show. Check out my channel for more geeky fun and hit like, subscribe before you run. All that remains is our thanks to you from Triple G and his YouTube crew. We really do hope you come on back, but for now, that's your whack. Yeah, that's your whack.